Let's go. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Silverback of rappers in the building. You heard me? Yeah. Feeling this already. Time to turn up when I enter the building. Either you fake or do this for a living. Locking down the game like I put it in the prison. It's not a rap career, more like a mission. The shit I spit is always though. Got C4 explosives in my coat. The rap terrorists, I thought you know. These bum motherfuckers just got to go. When it comes to the bars, I'm well trained. Been doing this at a young age. I'm animal outside the cage. Turning enemies to shark bait. How much shit I got to take when it comes to the rap game nowadays. Most these bum dudes need to fade. Not the head comes from Stevie J. Clap, clap, that's that, put him in that chat. Lyrical chit chat, bring that track back. Nigga in the tic tac, smell like an ass crack. Where's them hoes at? All my nuts at? Guilty. Been a bad influence. With my music showing, proving, legacy pursuing. I'm a mutant that be pooping on your petty movement. Either got your mind thinking or your body moving. Stash a microphone from you and ask what you doing. Am I you the music moving? Got you acting stupid. Still recouping, about to lose it. All these slicks and juices. Smoke with the Easter Bunny, body slam Cupid. Wait, hold on, wait. Hold on. I'm not even gonna go too crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's some little light. But for the rest of this fucking tour, I'm gonna go fucking ham on your whore. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do to Silverback of rap. One, two. Council Roundtable, episode 288. Don't even hate. Before I put you on the plate, pack them. Feeling good, man. Not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little bit of that WrestleMania spirit in me. Just a tad. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little stoked for this weekend. And I ain't gonna lie. I might be a little bit behind. But that's probably like one of the best Andre the Giant Battle Royals I've seen. It actually entertained me. Pull up. You already know I'm over here watching SmackDown. Like I said, I may be a little bit behind. I'm up to the point where Rhea Ripley's about to come out and I guess address the situation at hand. Yeah, buddy. I ain't gonna lie though. That Jacob Fatu shirt be looking lit. I think he got like a couple of shirts out. But yeah, B. It's on commercial break right now. I'm still setting up. Give me 1 second, y'all. My bad, y'all. Still getting it together. You know what I'm saying? It's live, so stuff like this happens. But we definitely gonna get to it. I actually didn't take much notes because it was just nothing but nonsense going on. Like when it comes to this road to WrestleMania, it wasn't even really about the actual card. It was more just buffoonery. Politics came into play. They got this dude Roman Reigns looking mad zesty out here. I don't even want to show the pic. I think he was on what magazine he was on. I'm mad I forgot what magazine he was on, but he was looking hella zesty. What the hell? Come on with that shit. I'm doing the most. Anubis with the Dudo, Black Star, AOB. You was watching WrestleMania 9, brother? Dude, brother? Play, dude? What the fuck? But when it comes to WrestleMania 9, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I liked how they was creative with the venue, with the whole Caesar's Palace theme going on, with the, the gladiators and the Romans and stuff like that. It was creative. A lot of these pay per views and PLEs, they don't be doing stuff like that anymore. Like, you know, and yeah, the sets may look good, the stages may look good. Like this past WrestleMania, I mean, this WrestleMania that's coming up, I should say, it looks really nice. But I remember the themed entrance, no, not entrances, well, entrances also, and also the themed venues. Like if you had like a summertime pay per view, it'll be like a summertime type venue. They'll have like beach balls and sand, maybe be around a pool or something. They don't do stuff like that anymore. Oh, play. I got you. Nah, damn. I might have forgot. I forgot the name of the magazine, but yeah, he was looking hella zesty on there. But the women liked it, so I guess the mission was accomplished. But how you feeling, though, Black Star? I know you torturing yourself watching WrestleMania 9. Ballet with the doodle. They got the Hall of Fame tonight. Undertaker got a show tomorrow. Like Satan delivers, ain't Satan deliver tomorrow also and WrestleMania. And I heard I think this dude West Side Gun, he's supposed to be having a pay per view tonight too. Heels have eyes. Y'all doing too much. So like, man, it's a little bit of everything for every wrestling fan out there. You don't want to watch WWE, you can watch TNA. You don't want to watch TNA, you can watch AEW. You don't want to watch AEW, you go. I think you can watch MLW. Now, I don't think anything's going on with MLW if I'm not mistaken. But there's something for everybody out there. Heels have eyes, all that fly ish. Vanity, there you go. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Vanity. Vanity Fair. Okay, Rhea Ripley, she pulling up. Did y'all listen to the Seth Rollins promo at the beginning of the show? Like he's dropping truth bombs, but I just can't get over the fact that he just whines to me. Like I get it, you spitting facts, but it's like you don't have to keep drilling it in motherfuckers' heads. Oh, CM Punk didn't come back for you. He came back for the check. The first time he came back to wrestling, he went to AEW. He didn't say that in verbatim, but he might as well have. And it's like, yo, we get it, my dude. We get it. Black Sauce is good on the retro bench, which means I'm watching 11 and 13 tonight and wrestling bench tomorrow. Yeah, B. Shit. Then you got Monday, the Raw after Mania. Isn't this Triple H's official first Raw after Mania? I'm gonna release the hounds. You already know. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure y'all pull up this whole weekend, B. Talking about
motherfucking WrestleMania and all that. There you go. Pow! Right there. Let's get to it. Pull up, pull up, pull up. So the Street Profits really they're not gonna be at Mania. I thought they was gonna be on the Mania card. They just gonna fight tonight. That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness, these dudes. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know what to say about that. I figured they was gonna be on Mania. Like if anything, you could have had them on Mania because at least, like I would say, the tag division on SmackDown, even though both tag divisions suck on both brands, they both suck. But on SmackDown, the tag team division is more prominent than Raw. You, yeah, there you
Can you
go.
hear me?
You was glitching up a little bit.
Not hear you. Let me try something.
Why you spell this name like that, Ballet? Mace with a C. Well, you know it's M-A-E. You sound
Good.
you sound hella crazy right now.
Good, can you hear me?
No, you sound terrible.
Let me leave and come back in.
Yeah. Okay, here go the ladies, the three ladies. You got Bianca, Rhea, and Io. Yeah, that and we all know that matches got thrown together just like nothing. Yeah, you would Mace like why? You know better than that. You a Jersey girl. You know about Mace. You you spelled this name like the medieval weapon. Let's see what Bianca Belair talking about. Bianca Belair looking like she about to jump on the pole zone. I don't know, low key. I see you, Black Star.
Can you hear me better now?
Much better.
All right. Like
Naomi.
I saw her at Wale Mania. That promo was something special.
Oh, Naomi.
Yeah.
I ain't get to see nothing from Wale Mania yet. I ain't see like no clips or anything.
Like she said, "Y'all niggas." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Word.
It's on Instagram.
Yeah, because I haven't really been on social media today. Like very rarely today, I was on social media.
Like she said, I went to TNA to get my vibe back, and y'all motherfuckers put me back in the mud.
What?
Like, it was probably the realest I ever heard Naomi in my entire life.
I'm listening to them talk right now. Like Naomi, I came out during the these three girls were shooting their promos. Bianca, Io, and Rhea.
Like, when she said nigga, I was like, wait, what?
She could, you know, she's allowed to because, you know, she's outside the WWE walls at the time.
No, but WWE promoted it. It was on the fucking poster.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
I'm dead serious.
They posted it on their Instagram. WWE.
No, 2K did.
Oh. Naomi came out here looking like a VR trooper. Not Naomi. Jay Cargill came out here looking like a VR trooper.
That was like, oh my god.
Hey, yo.
But there's rumors out there. Which
hold on, give me 1 second though. Why they do? Yo, they just consistently treating Io like an afterthought. I don't like this shit. And like, she's a damn champion. Like, they're not even paying her no attention. Like, what is it? Like, what is the end game? What's the end game with this?
What makes you think she might win?
Yeah, but still, it's like, and these grown, they need to get some female security. Because these grown ass men that can't break these women up, they look so ridiculous. Yeah, I need some female security, dead ass.
Nah, but the rumor is that the winner of the triple threat gets #1 contendership for the world title. Which makes you think Seth is winning.
When did they never said that? When did they ever say that?
No. That's the rumor. That's according to WrestleFest, I believe. I think they said that.
WrestleFest, the video game.
Or, no, not WrestleFest. WrestleVotes. There you go.
Man, if WWE ain't say that shit, then I ain't. You know what I mean? I ain't jacking.
No, like, it's not official. Like, I think it's gonna be official on Saturday because they just brought it. They just came out with it today.
Okay, like, so I guess you'll see tomorrow then. TKO, what it do though?
Yeah, I mean.
Did y'all see the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? You probably didn't see it yet, Black Soul, did you? My bad.
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes won. Carmelo Hayes won.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty entertaining. Like, this part, yeah, it was. It was pretty entertaining to me. I don't think that. I know the shit don't really amount to nothing, but the match itself, it wasn't a boring battle royal. It wasn't.
Well, they gave it to they gave it to Carmelo Hayes, so you would think that would lead to like a mid-card title shot or something.
That'll be nice.
It ain't glean the shit.
Right.
I know it's not. That's the fucked up part. That's why I don't know why they do it.
Oh my god!
And the statue's not even that tall anymore. The statue look crazy now. It's like much more smaller.
Like, the only battle royal that actually meant something was the women's battle royal, because didn't Naomi win it?
Naomi won it. Naomi won it, and she actually got a title shot after her. Yeah. She didn't win the belt. She didn't win the belt, but she got a shot at it.
Yeah, so that was the only one that actually had meaning to it.
Good point, Ballet. The War Raiders were missing for a long time, but they got a Mania spot. Go figure.
Hey, I said it last episode. The War Raiders won the titles and then disappeared. Like,
no, hold on. Is that Austin Toph? Yeah, it's Austin.
Yeah, y'all ain't dressed for the occasion. Hall of Fame tonight.
Let me see. What you got? What you got wearing? What you wearing there? Let me see.
Oh my God! Really?
Austin 316's got one more can of whoop ass, and it's got Hulk Hogan's name on it. Hulk Hogan was
No, and left, son.
He just looks so out of place wearing the suit.
But yeah, man, they gave Carmelo the win. You know, Triple H got to beat those allegations.
Yeah, of course. But I was saying, like, before you got pulled up, like the battle royal itself, I was entertained. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, the tag title just got a fuck finish. Sorry to interrupt you. DIY just deboed titles.
Oh my God, they just came in, ruined the tag title match, and then just stole the belts. Good Lord.
Who?
DIY just stole the titles.
So you know what that means? That's a way to put them on the Mania card. That's all.
Oh my God.
They're trying to right their wrongs, I guess.
This is what I was telling John earlier. This is what I was telling John earlier. Both things can be true. Like some people, like there are some fans out there that are like they get legit offended when you say the build is lazy because they think that attacking the build means the show is going to be bad. No, that's not what we're saying. The show can be great tomorrow. The matches can be great tomorrow. I hope they are. But even if they are, it still doesn't change the fact that the build was poor. I gave the analogy earlier. WrestleMania 17 is viewed as the GOAT Mania. I think it's the GOAT Mania. And a lot of matches on that show were rushed. I remember Triple H and Taker, that was set up like 2 weeks before the show. Remember at the February pay-per-view No Way Out, it was Triple H and Austin in the 3 stages of hell. Triple H beat Austin. He should have been in the main event. I'm not even a Triple H guy. Why is Austin losing to Triple H and Austin's in the main event and Triple H is facing Taker in a random match? Why? Because creative had nothing for Triple H. You know? Why did Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit have 1 week of build to their Mania match? Nobody remembers that. People just talk about how great the match was. And it was a great match. And the show is the best Mania of all time. But it doesn't change the fact that a lot of the matches were rushed. That's all we're saying.
I'm going to be honest with you, dude. And we talked about this. Mania 17 is not the GOAT Mania. It really
you think
was.
It's 19, right?
Me personally, I do think it's 19, but that doesn't mean 17 was trash. But for people to say it's the GOAT Mania is way overrated because, again, a lot of the matches only had like less than a week of build. Half that card did. And two, outside of Austin turning heel and maybe the TLC match, what on this card was important?
That's fair. That's a fair criticism. But I was just simply saying that both things can be true. You can still have a great build. You can still have a great show, but it doesn't change the fact the build wasn't that good. But just because the build isn't good, it doesn't mean the show is going to be ass. You know?
I agree.
What's
good, Anubis?
Oh man, just chilling. I was gonna say, as far as like the build goes, hey, you gotta remember some of the stuff with the best builds that drew the most money were trash, and the things that didn't have a great build ended up being great matches, like Steamboat and Macho Man. They didn't take long to build that one up. He just knocked him with a ring bell in the throat, and they went from there. And I think that was like a week or so in advance, but that ended up being one of the greatest matches in Mania history. You know, and
that's just it.
But then the other thing is true about the good builds, like the Owen Brett. That was a great build to WrestleMania, and the match delivered.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, but that's just it, though. I don't want to completely crap on stuff just because the build isn't the way it should be, because the match itself ends up being better than the build.
Yeah, or the other way, the build is great and the match is trash.
Jay and Gunther, is in a great spot now. You know, the stuff they did the past 2-3 weeks has been good. That's great, but it doesn't change the fact that all of February and all of March, both Jay and Gunther looked like bums. Why was Gunther struggling in an 8-9 minute match against Otis? Why is Jay?
You know, I couldn't stand that shit.
Right. Why is Jay having like matches with like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller and all that shit when he's supposed to be challenged for world title? Like, it doesn't eliminate the fact that February and March was trash. Like, both things can be true. People just take shit so literally now.
Right.
But you know what? I got a soft spot for Otis. I met him at when he was still in NXT when he came to Vegas years ago, and one of the coolest people. So I root for him. I don't care if he's going up, going down, if people like him, if he's over or not. I'll always have a soft spot for him.
No, I get it. Like we all love Otis. I think we can all agree on that. We all love Otis, but it's like, you know, like when it comes to Gunther, like the statuses between him and Gunther, come on now.
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to be like that. All right. When it comes to that, it didn't bother me too much because have this dude Otis get a little offense on him, whatever.
Let him get a little rub.
But Tozawa had this dude struggling. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that is kind of sacrilegious.
Yeah,
unless they went with the Princess Bride angle. Like, you know how Andre the Giant was having trouble beating up Carrie Ellis just because he was small. He's like, you're smaller, so you move around. You have more moves. It's not like taking on a group.
No, we're not doing that. I'm sorry.
I said unless. I wasn't justifying it. Said
breaking news.
So I guess they're going to explain who his opponent is.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to a single one. I was at work.
Breaking news, actually, two breaking news announcements.
You roboting again, Black Star. You roboting.
All right, let me.
You good. Okay. Well, you right there. I didn't even cut you off, TKO. You good right there, Black Star. Wherever you at right there, you good.
Okay.
Yeah, I got two breaking news announcements. One, Cardi B is going to host SummerSlam, and it's going to be 2 nights. And two,
they finally got her. Like, didn't they book her like a couple of years ago? Like a couple of years ago, she was supposed to host this shit. Whatever happened with that? Why those plans fell through?
It's supposed to have a match.
Because SummerSlam, and plus SummerSlam is going to be at MetLife, so it is what it is.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not mad at that. Fuck it.
Yeah. Now, only thing I ever said about Cardi B is what this one dude said. He's like, the first time I heard her rap, he said, I just imagine all the people in the studio going, is this a Make-A-Wish kid? Oh, it is. All right. Oh, you're doing awesome. Yes, you have bars.
Yeah, and check this. Yeah, and check this out.
What's up?
The other announcement is Lana. The other announcement is they just announced the tag title match for SmackDown. It's DIY, the Machine Guns, DIY, and the Street Profits for the tag titles in a TLC match.
The crowd just booed. The crowd just booed. Nick took the titles, but let me add the context to what TKO just said. It was DIY, the Profits, and the Guns. They were in a brawl. Nick took the titles from them, and the crowd got quiet, and he said, next week. And the entire arena booed because they thought it was going to be WrestleMania.
So it's not going to be at me. Wow.
They still don't got a Mania spot. Oh my god.
How petty can motherfuckers be, yo?
I'm kind of annoyed because the MCMG deserve it. I've been watching them for years too. I remember when they first teamed up.
Yes, they deserve it. The Profits, all three teams deserve it. All three.
Bro, they haven't had bro. That would have been a perfect match. Do you know how long they haven't had a TLC match at Mania since Mania 17? Like that would have been perfect.
That shit is so corny, man. Like it's like Triple H be playing in people's face, though.
I know what you need, but I'm not gonna deliver.
They haven't done. I mean, they haven't done a TLC match in years. But damn,
you're not getting
I'm not exaggerating. To anybody listening, I'm not exaggerating. When he said next week, you could hear a collective groan because when you guys were talking, I lowered the volume and raised the volume on my TV because I wanted to hear the reaction from the fans. It was an audible groan. As soon as he said next week, everybody was like, what? Wow, that was so fucking stupid.
Oh, like wow. Oh my god.
That's been a TLC in Mania, and you're not getting it.
Anyway, here comes Orton. So he's about to say whoever his opponent is. So I'll mute myself for a bit.
I thought he was doing the was it open challenge at Mania.
Yeah, the rumors that was going to be an open challenge.
So did I. I'm assuming he's going to announce it I'm assuming he's gonna announce that. I guess.
AKA Rusev Day.
Speaking of
if they bring back Aiden English for that, because remember, Aiden English is in TNA, and they got the whole partnership going on.
That makes sense.
That'll be so hot if they was to bring back Aiden English for that promo.
Speaking of
that entrance.
Now, speaking of Rusev, guess who just signed a Legends deal?
Who?
Lana.
What?
How she a legend of what? Whatever, man.
I'm not even joking when I say that.
I know you're not. I'm not surprised.
Like, out of the divas, the two that makes the most sense is Layla and
you got to remember, guys, Alicia Fox is also signed to a Legends deal. Don't ask me why. Yeah, she is.
She was on.
But wait, hold on. Yeah, matter of fact, you know what? She was over there, but they got the whole partnership going on. So I keep gotta remind myself they got the whole partnership going on. So her being over there, I guess it's not her like breaking her contract or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. But it's Layla. If
Lana is,
go ahead.
I'm just gonna say, man, I don't see how she would play. She would be useful at all.
Like the two that make sense to me was Layla and Victoria. Those two made sense.
Yeah, especially Victoria.
Why is Victoria not in the Hall of Fame yet?
You know why, bro. We already talked about this. You know why she's not in there.
She knows where the bones is buried.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't worry, Toph. I'm still on the lookout for Christy Hemme.
I know you are.
Christy Hemme is so paid, she ain't saying nothing. Like her hush money full.
They already let her go from TNA, so I'm still waiting.
Man, they got Christy in the witness protection, bro. She ain't. But
as far as I remember Victoria kind of. Well, I remember she said she wanted to punch Dixie Carter in the face, so I can imagine the kind of crap she probably said in WWE.
Oh, well, I never heard that. Get out of here, dead ass.
Yeah, she wanted to punch Dixie Carter in the face because back when she was still kind of rolling with TNA, she had a big event in her restaurant in Chicago because she owns like a bar and grill out there. I don't know if she still does, but she was running big promo on there, and Dixie didn't even talk about, oh, that's nice, I'll do that. Yeah, we'll definitely run the promo for you, and didn't. And she said, yeah, if I ever see that cunt again, I'll punch her in the face. Exactly what she said.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
Victoria, just like Medusa didn't play. Medusa used to go. They said she would whoop your ass.
I don't know about Medusa. She's been looking real iffy as of late.
Yeah, personality-wise, yeah. But I mean, like, she would back in the day. Arn was like, she used to put her heels on her hands and start chasing people when they said something wrong to her.
Speaking of iffy, Cena, what the fuck?
He's always been iffy.
That's not iffy to me. Like, I'm not surprised Cena is still gonna ride for Vince. Like,
of course,
can you really be surprised?
No,
I thought he'd ride for.
Like, I'm not surprised. But
I thought he'd ride for Stephanie because that's the one who kept him from getting fired.
All right, this is my last interruption here. Orton basically just cut a promo, and he just listed the open challenge officially. So no reveal tonight. Open challenge night 2.
I'm down for it. Orton doing an open challenge on Sunday, fine.
It's gonna be Nick Aldis, B. It's gonna be Nick Aldis.
I like Nick Aldis.
It's gonna be either Rusev or Aleister Black. Fuck it. Black is
set. It's gonna be Rusev. That's my prediction.
Oh, you already know, Tati. You know what I'm saying? We definitely going live this weekend.
I'm still mad. I'm in Vegas, and right now, when I was coming out of work, the guy that I work with was telling me how backed up traffic is on the strip because of all this. Like, there's a bunch of events going on.
Lit out there. I heard it's super lit out there.
They going nuts. CZW here. Everybody's here.
10 a.m. 10 fucking m.
Shouts go out there, King Leo. King Leo's out there too. He went to WrestleCon.
See all the stuff I missed. And the week before out here, they have like a midget wrestling museum too, like at one of the libraries. Midget wrestling museum.
We got a goofball in the chat. Look at this. Saeed Muhammad Abu Danda.
You sound like an Oz character, bro.
It's like my dude. Y'all got the Royal Rumble. Be happy. The fuck.
Exactly.
If Stand and Deliver fucking sucks, I swear.
And I just saw old boy on MLW at the Battleground. So I don't know why Saeed's messed up. Muhammad, what was his name? The Indian dude. The Maharaja. He was up there.
Oh,
yeah, what's his
Jinder?
name?
Jinder Mahal. He was on MLW Battle Riot.
Oh wow.
What's his name? What's his name again? Raji, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Raji something?
I was just happy to see. Yeah, he just in.
I am the modern day Maharaja.
Tati Taker. Make sure
Yeah,
you
just
listen
bell,
to her.
bro.
You already know. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to her reviewing shit, like she really be breaking shit down to the nooks and crannies of the whole damn story. And she's
I thought Tati
unbiased
would be
with
at
her
the One
shit.
Dead Man show. You know, at the One Dead Man show, Tati.
Right. Good point. Where's that at? Where's
I hear some good things about Taker's One Dead Man show. I heard good things about it. Is it good?
Yeah, what does he do? He just sits there and tells stories or
Oh,
something?
you talking about his podcast?
He
His
he
podcast?
just shoots the shit. He tells stories. He tells jokes, just out of character. He's just basically just shooting the shit for like 2 hours. It's cool.
Oh,
And the crowd asks him questions.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
cool.
that's what's up. I'm down for that.
I gotta check out Ashe. That Ashe wrestling. I gotta check that out.
It's pretty good.
Okay. She went to NJPW this past Saturday. Yeah, remember? Yeah, you wow. Because Zack Sabre Jr. he wiped his.
I would cherish this forever.
With her towel.
Yeah,
and
Tati,
gave it
you
back
can
to
pull
her.
up. Yeah, Tati, I saw your review, man. You on that Quagmire shit.
Hey. I got nothing against CSJ.
Yo, Tati
Except
was
he
in
needs
heaven.
to get a little
She was
bit more
like,
weight.
oh my god, Tati melted.
Oh man!
I would have told Zach to eat a cheeseburger. That's the only thing I got against. Like, gain some weight.
Make sure y'all watch the Tati video, man. You wore so much orange. I thought Trump was gonna show up, man.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
No,
but definitely glad you had fun though.
Oh, you did go to the Dead Man show back in December. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I thought the show go to the one in Vegas. I was all like, okay.
Also, Toph, Jesus Christ, you were right. We were both right about this dude. What the fuck, man? These theme musics are fucking ass, man. Like the Street Profits new theme sounds like the new Judgment Day theme. Like what the fuck?
When we do a lot of the reviews and stuff, and when we talk wrestling, a lot of times I got my TV like lowered down, so I really don't be hearing the modern day music like that.
Yeah, me too.
So y'all went live earlier, and I did have my TV on, and I know the Guns theme, like it's okay. Then I heard this music because I was in the kitchen. I'm like, what music is that? I thought like Judgment Day show up or some shit. And then I saw Street Profits, and I was like, wait, what? Like, why is Street Profits? It's like the most generic. Yeah, it literally
Kool-Aid with no sugar.
Well, you guys remember we discussed about the theme music trash. Remember Jim Johnston, when he would do it, he would actually talk to the wrestlers, hang out with them, learn their characters, learn everything about them, and that's why every theme song rocks.
I don't understand what's going on because I know Triple H is aware of the problem. He keeps talking about it every conference call, like, "Oh, we're aware of it. You've been saying you've been aware of it for 2 years, my nigga." What the fuck?
I think it's kind of hard for them to decide to be like, all right, guys, how do we beg Jim Johnston properly? Wait, let's try bribery and blackmail first. And they can't seem to do those. And I don't think they know how to beg.
We were all right. Bring CFOs back then.
Now, get Jim Johnston, because to me, the best theme song of all time is John Cena. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, what? Bring Jim Johnston back. At least he gave it.
The fucking TNA music from the Hogan and Bischoff regime sounds better than what they got. Jeez.
Yeah.
You know who had good music? ROH, back before they got bought by Tony Khan. They had good theme music. Kevin Steen's music was lit.
Yeah. That's because
Briscoes, like they always had good music.
Oh
We
yeah,
got a
by the
vignette.
way,
We
yeah,
got a
you saw
vignette
that,
here.
right,
Yeah, April 25th. So that's when Black's coming back.
bro? Did you?
Nice.
And just in case, Aleister Black returns next week after Mania, and if you, and just in
Right.
case you needed any, and just in case you needed any more proof of that, the way Zelina Vega smiled when she saw that vignette,
She loves her
she
husband.
smiled like a damn. She smiled like the damn Cheshire cat. Like her husband's coming back next week.
Oh wait, I got one for y'all. You know what Finn Balor's old theme music was when he first wrestled Daniel Bryan?
What?
It was "Girl."
What happened?
That's what he came out to.
You breaking up a little bit. What you said again?
It was "Girls" by the Beastie Boys.
Seriously?
Wait, what the hell? Really?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
it was "Girl." Like it was an old. This was back. I'm talking their indie days
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Well, the Indies.
when he was still Fergal
I never
Devitt.
seen him. I never seen him wrestle in the Indies, so I
Oh,
wouldn't
back when
know.
he was the last rock and roller. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, way before he wasn't even that yet. He wasn't even Prince Devitt. He was still Fergal Devitt.
Well, the Indies do. Well, the Indies. I remember they do have like they would have like anybody as their theme song. I remember
Yeah,
fucking.
they don't have any copyrights. You could have whatever you wanted.
I remember
Yeah.
Rockstar. I remember Rockstar. Fucking Rockstar Spud had "Living on the Prayer" as his theme. So
Right.
Yo, Toph, read that comment.
Quagmire, yeah.
Who else but Quagmire? He's Quagmire. Quagmire.
and I say, get D.
Oh,
That's another one. It's a crime. Chelsea Green don't have a match at Mania. Like,
She
why
wanted.
you came out with these mid-card belts in the first place for the women if they're not
She
going to
wanted-
really utilize them?
I want you to
Both
keep
female
in mind.
mid-card belts is not on
Dude.
not on the line on this first
Dude,
I
I've
WrestleMania.
been
also want
talking
you to
about
keep.
this for years, bro. You know why? It's because it's not a WWE problem without going on a rant. It's a
It's a
modern
society
day society problem. Right, where
Yeah.
they want to give the girls all the opportunities, but don't give them the actual chances. It's
I also
basically
but,
want to point out.
we're gonna give it to the girls just because we can, but we're not gonna actually do shit with it. But it's gonna be there on paper just so we can say we do it. That's what they're doing.
I
But
also want to
Chelsea-
point out.
Oh.
I also want to point out that the other woman holding the Raw mid card title is challenging for a tag team title.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Both mid-card belts for the women are not even on the line in this first WrestleMania.
And
Because
one more thing
this
too.
is the first WrestleMania for both titles, and they're not even on the
And,
line.
and one more thing too. Like I know people don't want to wrestle on a kickoff or a pre-show because since Triple H is taken over, he's actually killed that off. They don't really do kickoff shows anymore. So I get nobody wants to do it, but you're gonna have 3-hour kickoff shows both nights and not a single
Watching
match?
basketball both nights. Fuck that. I am not
Man,
sitting for
I
2
don't-
fucking hours. Watch
I
bullshit.
would. I'm not. It wouldn't have mattered. I don't watch the kickoff show no damn way, so I don't give a shit. But
Yeah,
yeah,
isn't it like 2 hours?
Mania
No,
How
it's
you
3
got
hours.
up, my dude?
It's 3.
Yeah, but we know
It's 3
Yeah, it's like
hours
3
this
hours.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we know
I'm watching-
WrestleMania always starts like at 7.
exactly. We pulling up when the show officially starts. All that other extra shit before then. Like who's gonna fight for 3 hours? Matter of fact,
Like,
I
I'm
know they're
watching-
gonna have like. Go ahead, Black Star, go ahead.
Like I'm watching Clippers. Like I'm watching Clippers Nuggets. That's what I'm watching instead of the fucking pre-show. Fuck every single set of that.
So wait, hold on. This dude Lupus said, I don't know how you got cut. I ain't kick you. Hold on.
Nah,
think
his phone his phone probably cut him off.
I will say this though, man. Speaking of kicking off, y'all very ballsy to have Jey Uso and Gunther kick off.
Hmm.
And lead off
I'm not surprised.
As what people think that it is.
I'm not surprised they doing that shit because the main event for the first night is gonna be the triple threat.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying putting it in the beginning is really going to set
remember,
the tone.
because remember at Mania 9, the person who batted leadoff was HBK.
No, I don't think y'all understand why I'm saying that. Like,
Go ahead. I understand what you're saying, but for everybody else,
I get it. I just think that they're not doing themselves any favors. I mean, we already did Chelsea just lose? She just lost. What the fuck?
Yeah,
she lost. And
she just got pinned. She just got pinned by Zelina Vega. Yes.
What's the title on the line?
No.
Okay.
And the belt wasn't even on the line, so.
Right. Okay. Sorry about that. That threw me off guard.
No, you good? Opening. Like, what the fuck, son?
Yeah. Jay and Gunther opening. We already know because we talked about this last week. You know, the whole brand thing, and it helps to make money. I just think that that doesn't do them any favors because we already know the World Heavyweight title is the lesser title anyway. But when you do shit like that and you have it open up the show, all it does is it just feed into the narrative, you know. I remember they did that shit with Del Rio. Remember him? He won the 40-man Rumble. He opened the show and he lost.
Yeah.
That killed the world. That killed the world title's credibility. It killed it.
Here's my issue with the whole thing. I don't get why you motherfuckers are mad when you're saying that Jay's leading off. Motherfucker, you didn't want him to win the Rumble in the first place. You showed
niggas actually wanted Cena to win the Rumble.
You pushed their hand. You pushed their hand. Don't cry now that Jay isn't the main event when you didn't want him to be the main event in the first place.
No, it's not. No, the way fans switch up on motherfuckers is beyond ridiculous. This is why niggas don't get pushed.
I think calling it main
damned
event
if you do, damned if you don't.
I think calling it main event Jey Uso probably doesn't help. So
yeah, that main event is out the window.
Sure doesn't help.
If he doesn't win the world, if he loses tomorrow, it really should be. He shouldn't be called main event no more either.
Who saw Bloodsport last night? My God.
No, I didn't. So Tati, you what you said? She's editing 2 reviews right now, including Bloodsport. It was so good. About to watch NJPW pay-per-view and the feud Jeff Cobb last match before he comes to NXT.
I watched, right? Fucking Natty. Natty has her own faction now.
You know what? You know what? I actually saw that clip, and I'm just thinking Natalya on Bloodsport is way different than Natalya on WWE.
Yeah, that was the most entertaining she's ever been in her whole entire career.
Because she's never had
this shit.
Right, because in WWE she's never had a character ever from day one.
That's on Vince. Right. They never gave a damn about her.
In WWE, her character is I'm the last graduate of the Heart Dungeon. I'm the granddaughter of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. That's it. They've never given her a character ever.
I was sitting there and I was watching it. I was like, where the fuck was this? WWE.
Yes, where the fuck was this Natalya all these years? You would have done this shit, I probably would have cared more about you. God.
Right.
And that's one thing I give Triple H. He does let the wrestlers that he's not really using. When it comes to the shoot fighting and shit like that, he'll have them go to Bloodsport and do their thing. Because Vince would have never let that happen.
And that's why motherfuckers get wasted away and benched. And you got Nick Khan.
You sit the bench, you stay the bench.
The most personality they ever gave her was
Nick Cap. Call him Nick, not Nick Khan.
The most personality they ever gave her was when they gave her the farting gimmick. That was it. And that was Vince.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That shit was terrible. And you got Nick Khan's dumbass saying, I don't sign niggas to bench them. Bullshit.
Yeah, remember, I was like, yo, this dude, see, they know who to tell that shit to, because they go to them casuals podcasts, the motherfuckers that don't watch a product every single week. They tell them that bullshit.
Even casual people who don't even follow the wrestling internet like that, they were calling out Nick Khan, saying you don't bitch people. Where's Alexa Bliss? Where's Alexa? Where's the white sticks?
What? They was asking about Alexa Bliss? That's crazy.
It's true.
Bill Simmons did question him on it, though.
And disappeared.
Like Bill Simmons basically said, like when Nick Khan said what he said, Bill Simmons said, "Are you sure? Are you sure you don't do that?"
Right.
Right.
Because this really happened. This actually happened. Natalia's contract, this was not this year. This was last year. It was running out before AEW was about to do the Owen. And so she wanted to leave to go to AEW so she could wrestle for the Owen. So then they re-upped her because it's like, oh, we want you to stay here. Then when they re-upped her, they didn't use her. She wasn't hurt, wasn't pregnant, wasn't sick. They just didn't use her. Almas, he was in Noah, and he had won like the Noah Tag Team Championships. He was actually having a pretty decent run up there. And what happened was they had him drop the title because they assumed, oh, WWE wants him back. So he dropped the title and he went back to America. And he's just been chilling in catering. He's not hurt. Nothing's going on. He's not in trouble. They're just not using him. The Wyatt Six,
Like when
one of them has an injury. I'm not sure which one has an injury. It's just one of them. The rest of the members are totally healthy. They're just not being used. Alexa Bliss, they brought her back at the Rumble. Huge pop. I don't really care for her, but still, big star, huge pop. She was ready. I think they were teasing a tag match. It was going to be like her and Nikki. That's what they were teasing, her and Nikki, because they started doing those weird, the little weird things where the little Wyatt symbols show up like in a segment or something.
Yeah, the QR code.
Yeah, they were doing that.
Yeah.
Right. So they were clearly building that, and then just like nothing. So she's just at home, just chilling. So what are you talking about, Nick?
Like
You
when I
pissed at a lot of
saw,
people.
But Nick Khan he stay lying though.
when I saw, right, I think it was
You're glitching a little bit.
It's back.
hold on, can you hear me better?
A little bit.
How about now? Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
Yeah, much
Perfect.
better, much better.
Yeah, because like my face is like right next to the mic, so yeah. But like when I was watching like AEW, I think it was on the Collision, which was yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I was watching it, and like I'm starting to feel better about the product.
That fast?
Like I'm not at the no. Starting to feel better. Like I'm not ready to switch allegiance, basically.
Okay.
But you could see the building blocks forming. With WWE, it's so stop and start that you don't see any building blocks forming.
This is the difference. I know where you're going with this. This is the difference right now. This is the difference right now between WWE and AEW creatively. WWE, they got way more main eventers and top level guys that are more recognizable that a regular casual person who doesn't really follow wrestling like that knows. AEW doesn't have as many recognizable main eventers, but what they make up for it is their mid-card, undercard has way more life to it compared to WWE. As you just said, there's more building blocks going on in AEW.
You a mess. You a mess.
They just put the title on Nick Wayne. They put the TNT title on Adam Cole.
I like that.
Right. They put the TNT title on Adam Cole. They're rebuilding up Jamie Hayter. They're rebuilding Megan Bayne. There's a lot more activity going on in the upper to mid card division in AEW. So when you watch the AEW product, you can see like, okay, this person's going to be the champion, like, Kyle Fletcher, guys like that. You can see the building blocks. You can see the people that they're going to push and rely on in the next 2, 3, 4 years. When you look at WWE, that's not present. It's like Cody, that's it.
I would say
it's just Cody.
I would argue that outside of Cody, I would say Jacob Fatu is the next.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Fatu.
Jacob. You got Damian Priest. You got who else? I know it's not much people. That's why I gotta think a little bit more hard.
Because that's why people say Cody's run has been whatever. It's not that his run has been whatever. There's just a lack of credible heels. And the reason there's a lack of credible
he's not really having any matches though. Let's really be real. Like remember, everybody was saying that. Oh, get the title of a Roman, so Cody Rhodes could be a fighting champion. He was a fighting champion for like the first 3-4 months, and that was it.
You have
You know what the
a
end-
feeling.
You know
I have
how
a
many
feeling.
times have we said it, bro? How many times have we said this? 80% of Cody's title reign, he's been fighting the bloodline.
Like I
Hell
have a
yeah.
feeling. Like I have a feeling, and it's a like I haven't gotten confirmed yet, but it's heading towards that direction. That remember what Randy said to Daniel Bryan right before he cashed in?
No,
really.
what did he say?
He said, "When I cash in on you, you're going to see it coming."
Oh yeah.
What did Punk say at the Rumble? When I'm coming for you, you're going to see. Or no, when I take the title from you, you're going to see it coming.
Oh boy, this dude.
Which means Punk's going to turn heel on Cody. Cody's going to win, by the way, on Sunday. Punk's going to turn at SummerSlam. Punk's going to win the title.
Well, there's already a rumor that Punk's gonna fight for a title at Money in the Bank. So
Oh shit! Let me find out. Malachi Black is gonna debut on my birthday. Nice.
he's debuting. He's debuting next week, dude, on the 25th.
Yeah,
that's my birthday.
I swear to God,
Oh, really?
bro, they
Okay.
give him generic. Never mind, they're gonna give him generic music like everybody else. Jesus
Oh
Christ! Oh, man.
God, bro! Now I'm scared. Yeah, now I'm scared. Now that you said that, Jesus, I forget. Oh my God, what kind of entrance music are they gonna give
Like if
Alistair
he
Black?
doesn't, if he doesn't come out to his NXT song, I'll be disappointed in all WWE.
It's got
There's gonna be some generic grunge type rock.
I don't give
music.
a fuck.
It is.
Oh God, I just realized that shit too.
What?
Don't they give like for instance like when they were talking to Miro, like they said like, hey, do you want to keep your old name or do you want to stick with Rusev? He said Rusev is the better name, so they stuck with Rusev.
I think Miro's cooler, but that's just
Yeah,
me.
me
Do you
too. I ain't
think-
gonna lie. I like Miro.
Right.
It's
Do you
probably
think that with the music it's the same thing? Do you want to keep your original song or do you want to go with something else? And some
Go
people
with
say, like, oh, let's go with something else.
you got to go with what people will recognize because
Some of the wrestlers have political power and what they can. Like I don't know if it's ever been discussed here. When Randy came back, you know that Survivor Series. I know when he came back, they offered him new music and he said no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that like it's the same? It's the same way.
it depends on who it is, honestly.
Okay.
And honestly, their theme musics are the biggest issue. Like, there's so many guys with new themes and they're unrecognizable. That's why fans can't get into them. Like a big example of that was at the Royal Rumble. There was a lot of guys that came out with different entrance music, and the fans did not react at all.
95% of that stream was us trying to recognize the song.
That's why
Right.
I like to.
I didn't
That's
even
one of the
recognize
few
when
things.
Finn Balor came out there. He had a
Right.
different song than his usual thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then
That's
I
one
saw
of the-
Finn. I'm like, oh.
Right. That's actually one of the good things I will give AEW and Tony Khan is that, TK is willing to spend money to give people good music. Like people keep chanting, we hurt people. That's like an example of how over music can really add to the presentation of a character. And it's unfortunate because
Definitely.
you have a lot of fans they're getting used to this shit. Like they're getting used to Death Rebel and they're accepting it as the norm. Like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like, yes, it is. It is a big
It
deal.
sucks.
You can't be an over wrestler and break pop culture if you have shit music.
Like
You
for
can't.
instance,
It's impossible.
Well,
Like,
here's the
for
thing.
instance,
Here's the
as
thing, though.
soon as-
Like, give me 1 second, Black. So, like, here's the
Okay.
thing. It's like, because when people chant or people have the sing-alongs or whatever, people will shit on the fans also. Like when they go to the, when they be like going to the different countries or whatever the case may be, and people do the sing-alongs and all that, and people complain about that also. It's like, damn, like you get people get mad at the people for not reacting. They get mad at people for reacting. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Well, then fans are the problem, because I'm like, you complain about the music, but then you complain when fans sing along with it. I'm like,
that's
like,
like,
I'm
what do you want motherfuckers to do?
I'm like, you can get mad all you want for fans singing along to Cody's song and Seth Rollins' song, but the fact is, it's over. When their songs play, you know who it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like to me, as soon as you heard "Glorious," you knew Bobby Roode was coming out.
Right.
Of course.
As soon as you heard,
It's
as soon as you
like
heard
somebody. It's like somebody higher up, and I don't know if it's a TKO. Well, actually, it's been going on even before the TKO merger, so I can't even put it on TKO. But it's like someone of importance is at this point where they
Vince.
just feel like it doesn't matter. Right? They feel like music doesn't matter, and I'm just like, no, bro. Like that's one of the most important parts of a character is music. So I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know.
Quick breaking news: Toph, your Hawks have been eliminated.
Oh, what else is new? It's another day in Atlanta.
Losing to the Heat after Trae Young forced OT with a game tying layup.
Nice.
Could have finished the job. But back to our originally scheduled program.
Yeah, right now Solo's fighting night. They're just in there having a regular match.
Who cares?
They're having there's a 6-man tag tonight?
Wait, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
American Made versus 3 luchadors. Got it.
Right, I just realized now that SmackDown's 3 hours, that means this Hall of Fame's not ending till like fucking 2 a.m. No way. I'm not being kidnapped by this shit. I'm out.
I wasn't planning to watch that shit no way, so to each his own.
In the West Coast, it's ending at 11, so I'm good.
Oh God, here comes Jacob.
Somebody's gonna die.
And just like his shirt said, just like his T-shirt says, from post to post, I'll beat your ass.
I love that shit.
From post to post, I'll beat your ass from coast to coast. On NBC.
See, now if they were smart, Triple H would get in contact with Ice Cube and be like, "Hey, yo, man, let me borrow that Debo theme right quick and just give it to Jacob. Just make that his theme." Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, just for Mania, right?
Nah, you know what? Nah, you know what should be his theme? Nah, I'm telling you, what should be his theme is that Bone Crusher theme. Never scared.
Yeah, that would be.
That'll fit him.
So
That'll fit him perfectly.
Like a glove.
Yeah, it would.
That would fit Jacob like a glove.
That would be so hard, man.
Whoa.
You will never end.
Now, if it was ECW, Jacob would have came out to motherfucking to hit him up.
Well, he a Cali boy, so it actually would fit. I'm telling you, Jacob Fatu would definitely pass as a Brooklyn nigga for sure.
So basically, you're putting Fatu in the same class as Harlem Heat in terms of realism.
I really thought they was from Harlem, though.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I really thought they was really from Harlem.
Right.
I knew Harlem Heat wasn't from Harlem. The second Booker T had that twang. I was like, yep, they're not from here. They're not from there.
Two Texas boys from thinking they from Harlem. But Jacob
That's how you
Fatu,
know. That's how you know Sherry was a.
Ballet says who get a tag team match now?
Oh yeah, it's a tag. They changed the tag team match. It's Solo and Jacob versus LA Knight and Strowman.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah,
that's how you know, man.
Jacob interfered, then Strowman came out. Now it's a tag team match.
That's how you know Sherry was a baddie, man. She was so bad, I thought she was light skinned. Like, no, she was just white from the Midwest.
Yeah, I thought
really?
she was Dominican. I swear to God, I thought Sensational Sherry was Dominican.
She's like the hottest. She's like literally the hottest white woman I've ever seen. Like to this day, I still don't see her as white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like how they call it Scary Sherry. Like, she look better than Elizabeth. Y'all tripping.
Right.
Somebody somebody was talking to me about Sunny. They said like, man, it was sad what happened to Sunny. I was like, what? Like what? Crack got a hold of Sunny.
I'm telling you,
Blame
like,
anything. Blame.
fucking Sunny be like, how you go from look at how she was now, how she was from before, now she look like Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Crazy, bro.
Them drugs will fuck you up, man.
Drugs and coke, man. Yeah. And I've always said this too. I ain't trying to be mean. Blondes in general, they don't age well. So when you do like drugs and shit, it makes you age like even faster. So yeah,
aging like turtle milk.
Word, these motherfuckers be 30 years old and they look like they're in their 60s. Like, good lord.
I can never believe this, but I mean, I guess it must be true. Apparently, at one point, they say that Sunny was like the most downloaded. What was it? She was the most searched name
in the mid '90s. In the mid '90s, she was.
Yeah,
mid '90s, like '95, I believe.
Around that time, especially when she was on WWF Mania, that show, like, she used to get a lot of clicks. That's around like before clicks was a thing. She invented clicks.
This is like oh, like what about Lita? I was like, Lita aged fine.
I don't know. Lita never looked like a bad enemy. She just had a nice little body, but her face looked like a pyramid.
She looked better than a few chicks.
Honestly. I mean, I respect Lita at least for taking bumps. You know, she was one of the boys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think she was one of the first. I think she was one of the first ones to actually show blood in WWE.
Yep.
The first
Austin swung that chair like it was Mark McGuire.
She was also, I mean, she wasn't the first. I mean, because I'm sure other girls do it. She was probably like the first girl also like on WWE TV to like really, and I know this is like whatever by like 2025, but you gotta think about this like with 90s, 2000s. She was like the first girl to like really mainstream thongs in WWE because she used to have like a little thong, and she would like wore like the short cord jeans. No girl did that before her, you know. So it popularized it, and then you started seeing like more girls do it, like in hip hop and like other wrestlers do it. So I'll give her flowers for that. You know, she definitely was.
I remember when I first saw Lita on Jacked. And she came out with S.A. Rios. So I was like, poor S.A. Rios. S.A. Rios is like one of those fucking jobber guys I'm just never going to forget. I was joking with John the other day. You know who Mike Bailey reminds me of? He reminds me of Prince Ikea from WCW. Remember him?
Prince Ikea. He reminds me of Jerry Flynn. That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah.
My dude Jerry Flynn, B. That dude was mad senile with the karate.
That's how you know we had it good, bro. Even the jobbers we remember. Nobody remembers a jobber now. You see a jobber now, and nobody gives a fuck. But back then, even the jobbers were over.
Speaking of jobbers, hold on. Speaking of jobbers, is this dude's birthday today? The Brooklyn Brawler.
Wow, I didn't even remember him.
Yeah, today's his birthday.
Greatest jobber of all time.
I remember the jobber Jim Powers, and he looked like a legit heavyweight, and he would just be in there losing in like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm like, yo, man, if Jim Powers from '97 wasn't wrestling today, he'd be NXT champion.
He dead ass with me though.
Who remembers this? Who remembers this? Every single time Jim Powers was in the ring, the next song you would hear is fucking Means.
Yeah.
Yep. Every time.
And me would fuck him up for about 5 minutes.
You're gonna put some respect on my dude Jerry Flynn, B. This, like, hold on, chill.
I got a hot take too, and I used to say this all the time back when he debuted. People will laugh at first, but then when they thought about it, they're like, "Oh shit, you're right." I always said before, Finn Balor is just a short Alex Wright. That's what he is.
What?
He's just
how do you make that correlation?
He's right
because he is. They wrestled the exact same. They wrestled the exact same. When you
the only difference. The only difference is that Alex Wright had better moonsault.
Yes, he did. When you get time, Sandman, go on YouTube and just put in Alex Wright highlights. He wrestled just like Finn Balor. He was just taller. That's it. He was a cruiserweight like mid-card guy because it was the fucking 90s. But if you put Alex Wright in wrestling today, he's world champion easily. He squashes everybody.
Well, they go.
Like, was he about like 6'4"? He was 6'4", right?
Yeah, he had the leather jacket too, just like Balor had the leather jacket when he debuted.
Before he became the dead fool.
Jerry Flynn.
Yeah, this right here, speedball Mike Bailey's pops right here.
Yo, I swear to God, Goldberg beat this nigga like 25 times in that streak, at least. It was inflating numbers, bro.
Yo, this dude Jerry Flynn used to be wilding. That's her. That's Mike Bailey's pops right there.
Yeah.
Mike Bailey's pops.
I remember watching a Vader match, and Vader was facing jobbers like, "Oh God, I feel sorry for these people." Because you knew Vader was gonna open hand, slap them, and then there'll be a big ass motherfucking red mark on their face.
So what's going on, Dr. Lawrence? What's going on, Dr. Lawrence? Peace. He said there are no genuinely compelling feuds one day from Mania. Well, I won't go that far because on some real G shit, Naomi's cooking right now, and a lot of people don't want to just mention it, which is crazy because
you know why.
I know, and she's doing her best work right now.
When she said nigga during Wale Mania, I was like, oh my God.
My only criticism is why does she still have her babyface theme? What's that about? That's fucking weird.
I guess they're saving it for Mania. That's what they're saving it for.
All right.
Like apparently Punk's gonna have a special entrance. I think Cody's gonna have a special entrance.
I think
Cena's gonna have a special entrance.
Cena's definitely having a special entrance. He better have a special entrance.
Y'all know about that curse, right?
What?
In WrestleMania history, 90% of the time when you have a special entrance, you lose.
Oh, you're losing.
Yeah, you lose.
Yeah.
But what if you both have one? Then it's a coin toss.
Right.
Oh, and
I hope Cody comes out with that skull. I like when he wears that skull. A lot of people shit on that skull, but I like that skull when he comes out with that.
Right. The only special entrance that I can remember, and I could be wrong, the only wrestler that had a special entrance and won was Rey Mysterio when he won the title at WrestleMania 22. That band that does his theme song played his music.
When he came out like this dude, like a tomahawk type.
Bianca had a special entrance.
Right. Yeah.
With all of them.
Bianca. Yeah, she won. Yeah, really, just Ray and Bianca. Yeah. Every other special entrance, and when I mean special entrance, I mean like a band playing you. Just off the top of my head, some memories I can recall. Shawn Michaels.
Rhea had a special entrance. She won.
Yeah. He was played out at WrestleMania 14. He lost. Punk at WrestleMania 29. Living Color played him. He lost. Randy Orton.
Living Color's playing Punk again this year, so
right. Orton's band played him, and
he's gonna lose.
Remember Bray had the special entrance at Mania 30. He lost. Ronda Rousey had the special entrance. She lost. Yeah.
What was her special entrance again?
The band that played her theme song. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Most people that get special entrances lose. Right.
Rusev with the tank. Good one, Black Star.
Right.
That pissed me off. I'm like, how you lose and you brought a tank through? Come on.
Right. The long belief rumor, and I can actually see this, the long belief rumor is like it was a Vince rib, where Vince would be like, yeah, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that, but you're losing.
I heard he actually got laid. I heard he got laid in that tank.
Yeah, a lot of
even more of a reason why this was like
badass. That's badass.
Right.
I mean, shit. What? I mean, shit. Nice.
Lana the
I just remembered another one. Cena in his car, Mania 23. He did win, so that's another rare exception.
That was whack. That entrance was like one of the weakest entrances.
Didn't Rhea have a special?
That shit was weak.
Didn't Rhea have a special thing?
I like the car. The Ford Mustang. That shit was hard.
Rhea had a special theme and she won.
Which year was it?
Of course, they would have these
39.
3 guys as a tag team.
No.
That's what she went up against Charlotte. She had a special entrance.
39 and 40, she had special entrances. And she won both times.
Right.
Yeah, they would have these 3 guys as a tag team.
Who?
Who?
They got American Made versus Ray, Dragon Lee, and Ray Phoenix.
Oh God!
You trying to start a race war, huh?
We made all these jokes about Penta teaming up with LWO, and now they got his brother doing it.
You know that they can't help themselves. You know it. They just can't.
Isn't
help
American?
themselves.
I thought American Made was on. Never mind. They don't give a fuck. About
Yeah.
Why would you? Don't even. Don't even. Don't even.
Moving on.
Yeah. Moving on. Before we get to the, I was about to say before we get to our Mania predictions, I was just gonna say my final Mania throwback match.
Talk about it.
It is a match that I feel is one of the most underrated Mania matches of all time. Mania 21, Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle.
Ooh. Classic.
To me, that match is the most underrated Mania match in history, in my opinion.
Totally agree.
And I always say that Bobby Heenan, God rest his soul, before he lost his voice, he had told Vince, because he was at the show, he had told Vince that Angle versus Michaels, that was the best match in person that he had ever seen up to that point. And I've always said, I don't know about you, I would take a compliment over Bobby the Brain Heenan over any fucking rating Dave Meltzer gives. Like, fuck that. If the fucking brain
because Bobby the Brain Heenan, he'll keep it real with you. He'll definitely keep it real with you. He don't sugarcoat shit. He never sugarcoated shit.
Think about all the crazy shit Bobby has seen. For Bobby to give you that compliment, to say that's the greatest match he's ever seen, that means way more than any star rating Dave Meltzer or any person could ever give.
Totally
So
agree.
the fact that Dave Meltzer never gave that match a 5-star rating, or any match Kurt Angle had a 5-star rating, tells you got no credibility.
That's the only shit right there. Where, like, because normally when I hear about star rating shit, like, I don't give a fuck. That's the only time I really will legit go after Dave. Because to this day, he's only ever given TNA 1 5-star match, the Unbreakable Daniels, Joe, AJ, which is a great match. But to say that TNA has only had 1 5-star match, like, really, Joe Angle in the cage, really, any of AJ's matches with the X Division title. Beer Money, the Motor City Machine Guns, really? Only one? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Oh, here we go. Where there's coke near, he'll appear.
We believe in Shawn Michaels.
The Heartbreak Kid had to do some of that blow before joining you guys tonight.
Yeah, that fine white.
We were just talking about your match with Kurt Angle too.
Man, Kurt was doing a lot of that blow that night. He shared it with me.
I bet.
I agree. That's why we called him Perk Angle. Got it.
Coke and crushed up pills.
But yeah,
Matter of
guys,
fact, Sean, you're the one that got Kurt on perks, you bastard.
I think it might have been the other way around.
Sean,
that was Marty. Marty was the connect.
Now that I believe. Now that I definitely believe. Marty Jannetty. People be sleeping on Marty Jannetty. That dude was a wild boy too.
Yeah, perked out.
Nobody's not sleeping on that. We all know that.
Yeah, perked out Marty was something special.
We might have to bring Park. We have to get perked out Marty on the show one day.
Perked out Marty,
man.
Marty with
Perked Marty was something special.
Party Marty. That's what we're gonna call him. Party Marty. That man party more in 1 year than Diddy did in his lifetime.
How?
Shit. I don't know about that one.
Let me ask everybody a quick question here. You guys know that the Mania match between Coked Out Sean and Tatanka wasn't supposed to happen, right? It was supposed to be Marty and Coked Out Sean.
Well,
Marty fucked up again, right?
Yeah,
Marty fell off that wagon.
Yeah.
Marty fell off that wagon, so you know how that go.
Right.
Like that was the reason
Jannetty
why
got so much chances. That's crazy how Marty Jannetty got so much chances.
That's the reason why Sensational Sherry was at ringside. It's because she was supposed to bring out Marty for that match.
It's crazy how Marty Jannetty got more chances than fucking Sean did. That's wild. And Sean was a fucking menace.
Yeah, it was in the 90s.
Sean's
You gotta protect it. You gotta protect your spot by any means.
Sean's last what I to say? Last coked out moment was when Taker was about to knock the coke right out of him.
Let me tell you guys this. You will not want to face with the Undertaker in his prime.
I believe it. I believe it. That nigga Taker be knocking niggas out in the 90s for sure.
And y'all see, speaking of that, I saw that commercial on what's that show name? LFG, where Undertaker told those guys that he was training.
Yeah.
I woke up. Y'all lucky I wasn't retired because I would have took your jewelry. I'm like, man, you ain't Debo.
Yeah, that's it. He sounded so ridiculous. Said like, oh, basically they're trying to tell the dude, the rookie, don't wear jewelry when he wrestles. And it's like, oh, that's all y'all ever did was wear jewelry.
Right.
A lot of wrestlers that wear jewelry. Earrings.
HBK had an earring.
Chains.
HBK had an earring. Fucking Stone Cold had a chain on. Like, what are we doing here?
Man, they know these rookies are different. They know these rookies today are different from the rookies of our era, man. Because we're like, look, hold up, man. You ain't Deboing me. I need my chain. My grandmama gave me that chain.
Like I'm telling you, Razor had the coldest. Razor had the
These
coldest.
guys, I'm taking snatch their chain from them. I'm like, oh hell no, man. That's a death sentence in the hood. You gotta die for yours.
Like Razor had the coldest pre-match tradition of all time when he said, if something happens to my gold, something will happen to you.
I used to love that too. I used to love that shit. Yeah. People his gold chain, like, look here, Chico. Take care of my gold. I'll slap the shit out you, okay? And he would slap him anyway.
My favorite Razor segment was the girl. Chica's for fun, man. I'm through with you. Adios.
No, the funny shit was when he pulled up to Jerry Springer. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what's Razor Ramon doing at Jerry Springer?
The funniest Razor moment was when he walked up to Owen and said, "Did your father teach you that, man?"
Oh, man.
It's how he said that. He said, "You learned that in the dungeon, man."
Did your father teach you that, man?
Oh, man,
nah, you know, one of the coldest. I think I don't know if you guys can find this, but the funniest Scott Hall promo was what he said about Larry Zbyszko. He said he was like a frozen statue or some shit. I don't know what it was. It was hilarious.
I remember when he had beef with Zbyszko. That's when he was with the NWO at the time.
Yeah.
Then Dusty went heel. That shit made no sense.
Dusty made no sense.
Dusty being a heel in the NWO, being an announcer for the NWO, I'm like, what are we doing here?
Dusty being an announcer was what the fuck.
That was when they officially jumped the shark. It was like, okay, man, what are we doing? This shit made no
And
sense.
he's not even wrestling, so like, what are we? Why?
I watched your video earlier, my dude. When you were talking about this dude, the racist glory hog Triple H. Talking about you, coked out Sean.
Yeah, about Triple H. Yeah, that motherfucker crazy, man. Like, I don't know how far y'all got into the bill with this, but My number one thing is this. If you know that y'all are struggling to get stories over to the masses and you're trying to reach the casual watcher, why are you doing press like you the talent? You should send Cody Rhodes out there. Cody Rhodes can handle all form of questions. That man can answer questions like a politician. Why you out there like you the talent, man? Nobody want to see that. Then you got Nick Khan out there. He ain't got nothing likable about him. Why are you two out there promoting the event? You should be talking about stocks and bonds, homie.
Like, granted, they had these dudes go out there. Like, you had the Street Profits pull up over there with Cam and them. You know, you had what else? Who else they had going on?
And Cody Rhodes.
Cody was on First Take.
Yeah. Bianca Belair was on. What's that? What's Shannon Sharp show? What show was that again? The Nightcap.
Yeah,
Nightcap. Yeah.
That's cool and everything, but
it's like that's what they're supposed to do. Like Triple H, like, my dude, go sit your ass down somewhere. You don't always have to be on camera.
My issue, and I was ranting on this yesterday and this morning, is like a lot of the top talents in the main eventers this week, they're talking about everything except the fucking show.
Exactly.
Like Roman, and people hate it when we do this, so I'll just make this quick. Like Roman talking about Trump. I'm like, dude, like, you're in the main event of WrestleMania this year. So I'm thinking, like, off the top of my head, if I'm the interviewer, wait, hold on, let me get this. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking, like, all right, what are some kayfabe questions I can ask? Like, hey, Roman, man, you're gonna break the record for most WrestleMania main events. How's that make you feel? Or, hey, Roman, you're wise man with CM Punk. You know, he's not gonna be in your corner. How does that make you feel? Hey, Roman, how does it feel not being the main event this year? How does that make you feel? Like, no questions about that. He's talking about Trump and, like, you know, what a great man he is. And it's like John Cena, he did an interview. He's not talking about Cody or, like, getting title number 17. He's talking about like, how much he loves Vince and how he wants to defend Vince. I'm like, what's wrong with these dudes? Y'all talking about everything except the fucking show.
That's like me. That's like us seeing we waiting for Tyson and Holyfield, and Tyson gonna sit there. We gonna ask Tyson. He gonna sit there. Well, you know, I think Ronald Reagan's a great guy, you know, and you know, I think he's a good guy. I think Donald Trump is a good guy too. I mean, I think about cussing Mitch Green. They had a little thing, but I'm like, we don't care about that shit. We want to know what you gonna do to Holyfield. You're gonna rip his heart out. You're gonna eat it. That's what we're gonna get to. We get to point A, point B.
Yeah. Nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to say it, but what they're doing is they're catering to this MAGA shit, and you know, people are afraid to discuss politics for a variety of reasons. And just like you said, Coked Out Sean, in your video, and I'll say it too. Most wrestling fans, man, they don't give a fuck about politics, man. They just want to see wrestling. No. They don't care about this MAGA shit. They don't care about Trump. Talk wrestling. Stop talking. Stop bringing all this politics shit into it. We don't give a fuck. Stop.
Here's the part to me. Here's the part to me that pissed me the fuck off. Roman, why the fuck are you giving Trump the Ulafala? Like, why?
That wasn't Trump that did that. That wasn't Roman. I don't give a fuck
who did it. Why the fuck are you giving it to him?
I don't even know if that was Roman.
I'm gonna give you guys a prediction though. I got a prediction. I think Trump might pull up tomorrow night.
He's already good. They already reported that he's in Vegas, so yeah.
Have him get booed directly out of Raiders.
Trump shows up, if Trump shows up, he's 100% getting booed. You think the Hogan reaction was bad? Jesus Christ!
This is gonna be worse.
Roman Reigns gonna give him the Ulafala.
Oh God! Oh my God, man!
You're gonna see
it's gonna be so much worse.
I noticed the Ice Cube's son. I forgot his name. What's Ice Cube's son's name? He's very vocal on Twitter.
O'Shea? No, you're talking about that, yeah.
O'Shea. O'Shea. Yeah, O'Shea is a big Roman fan. I noticed he's been quiet like the past 2 days. He ain't saying shit because I know he hates Trump. So he must be conflicted. Him and Trump don't really fuck with Trump like that. So
Yeah.
I noticed he's been really quiet because he's usually very vocal about anything and everything that Roman does, but he didn't say shit when that photo leak revealed of Trump with the Ulafala. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just that's a big mistake that they're doing because number one, you can't mix audiences like that. I mean, we don't care about that MMA shit. We don't care about UFC. I mean, that shit is played. It was played out when what's his name when McGregor left. So nobody really care about that no more.
Like even the UFC, UFC people don't like Trump showing up because each time Trump shows up, his fighters lose. So why the fuck are you showing up?
Right.
Damn, this shit's fucking acting stupid. Come on, man.
What happened?
I think Rey Mysterio might be injured.
That's real.
What?
I hope not. That'll suck.
Nah, because the doctor, because he was MIA through the rest of this match, and the doctors are looking at him. So
is he wrestling tomorrow?
Damn, that's
yeah,
crazy.
I see him. Yeah, something's up with Ray. Hold on.
Tati said, but Roman looked good as hell in this photo shoot. I don't care who he voted for. WWE is MAGA. Y'all know that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So
yeah, true.
I'm not surprised.
We already knew that it was MAGA. We already knew Vince McMahon and them took photo ops and stuff. It's just about mixing the product with MAGA. That's the difference.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that guy. Like, I don't want to see what's that comedian dude. What's his name? Tony
Hinchcliffe. I think his name is
Hinchcliffe.
Yeah. They don't bring nothing to the product. Like, what's his name? Andrew Schultz. Them motherfuckers don't bring nothing to the product.
Right.
I tell you this much right now. If you want the New Day to turn face, have him bitch slap Tony. Have Kofi bitch slap Tony Hinchcliffe. That will get a round of fucking applause.
Wolfpack, what's goody? Oh!
So, the last thing is going to be Cena and Cody. So,
of course,
Mania predictions.
Let's go.
Come on with it.
Trump going to cost Cody the match.
Oh my god!
Yo, they really gave this dude the Ulafala. I'm like, y'all play too much.
Now that time, no, bro, that timing was so convenient. Roman makes the comment, and then minutes later, Trump gets a Ulafala.
Right, I'm like, y'all play too much.
Trump gonna cost Cody the match, man. That's gonna be the biggest deal ever.
Oh man!
Isn't Trump like 79 years old? He's like 79 years old.
He gonna pull a leg or something. It's gonna. I'm telling you, it's gonna cost Cody the match. We gonna see some hit for John Cena.
He wear a 2-piece suit to bed. How the fuck you have a suit in bed?
Like apparently,
only thing he wear is 2-piece suits and golf clothes.
That nigga That nigga golfs every day. Fuck yeah.
Like apparently,
and he accuses everybody else of golfing. Like, are you fucking high?
Yeah. Like what the fuck?
Shit.
But apparently, according to Cody wants Stephen A to manage him at Mania. I was like, please no, just
no. Yeah. I heard that shit. I heard that.
No,
man, no, bro. These characters are annoying as it is. We don't want to see him on Mania.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah, I guess so. Wolfpack. Trump is the new tribal chief. I guess.
Don't give a fuck.
Depending on who you fucking ask.
Solo then got demoted to soldier, right?
The commander and tribal chief.
Yeah, Solo Solo been getting demoted every week. He just got pinned by LA Knight. So.
He get demoted every week. Pretty much, though. Yeah. Pretty much.
That means,
if this was the 2000s, Solo would be on Jacked right now. That's where he'd be at.
And this nigga just got pinned by LA Knight again. So yeah.
Quick question. How did you go from facing Cena, I think at a Mania, right? Mania 40.
Yeah.
Like he faced Mina.
No, that was in Saudi. It was a Saudi show.
It was
yeah,
in
Saudi
Saudi,
show.
but yeah.
What do you do at Mania?
Nothing.
He
He did
didn't-
nothing at Mania.
Oh, okay. So that's 2 straight Manias. He wasn't in. Okay.
He got packed up at Mania. Remember, he tried to help this dude Roman Reigns and got
He
beat up.
got put through a table by Cena last year, but yeah.
Actually, 3 straight Manias. 3 straight Manias. He wasn't. He didn't have a match in the card.
Yeah.
Damn, Oos. And even your man, what's his name? Tonga, he ain't even a killer no more, man. He a paper tiger out here.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Tom.
If this was 2001, bro, if Jacked was tomorrow, it would be the X Factor against Solo, Tama, and like fucking Steve Blackman or some random jobber from like 2001 or some shit.
Jesus.
Oh, Billy Gunn being the referee.
I told you. Yeah. I told you, man. When Jacob Fatu pulled up, it was a wrap.
As
But
soon as
anyway,
Jacob said, "I'm gonna beat your ass from post to post live on NBC from coast to coast," I'm like, "Yep, it's over."
yeah. But anyways, let's talk about it. Night one Mania. Since this is going to be the first match of the night, Jay versus Gunther.
I think Jay wins.
Yeah, like WWE don't have the balls to have him lose. They really don't got the balls to do that. They will piss off a lot of people.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna say the same thing. I believe it when I see it, because this match is gonna set the tone for your whole show.
If Seth wins the main event, that means Jay is winning to lead off.
Yeah, but Jay is the first match, so Jay would have to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if Jay wins, that will pretty much telegraph the main event.
Well, we'll see. But I'm gonna go with Jay Uso for now. But
yeah, we all agree on that.
I won't be surprised if Gunther wins, because that would be some shit.
Everybody coming in with the Yeet shirts and everything. Nah, and you know what? The cold part would be if he beats him the way Sheamus beat Bryan.
Oh God, that would really be
18 seconds.
If Jay wins, that pretty much telegraphs the main event. That's why I'm saying Jay wins.
Wolfpack said if I've seen any of his latest drawings, I only seen one of them. I forgot who it was, but I haven't seen any of it as of late. I'm gonna check them out and make sure y'all check out my dude Wolfpack main channel too. He be drawing wrestling stars and shit. He had pulled up over here like a few months ago and he showed off like an Undertaker drawing and shit like that. So check him out. This dude is nice with the drawing.
Yo,
go ahead. Next match. Or Toph, what's your prediction?
I got Jay winning. Yeah.
Same thing. Jay winning.
Yeah. What about you, King Eric?
Yeah, Jay gonna win this one, man. They ain't that stupid. They selling too much merch.
Y'all give these guys way too much credit, but
right,
I'm gonna go with LA Knight versus Fatu.
Jacob.
I mean, this one's kind of a coin toss for me.
Yeah, it is.
Coin toss my ass, Jacob.
No, it's a coin toss.
Nah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Jacob wins, I see him turning on Solo. Jacob loses, I see him turning on Solo. So
he gonna probably mess it up. Solo probably gonna mess it up, and he gonna lose.
I got Knight winning.
But if you're going to turn, right? Like if you're going to turn on a person so they cannot win the championship, wouldn't you have them win the championship and then turn? Like, wouldn't that make a lot more sense?
No, because in storyline, you got to have a reason for Fatu to be mad at Solo. You need to have a reason for Solo to be jealous. So
okay.
You know.
Yeah, that's a catalyst right there. Like, if this dude tries to help Solo win, but end up making this
so
dude
Solo
come
fucks
out.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
I think that, and y'all think that face-off is going to go down.
Yeah,
Face
they're
off.
doing it. The Cody and Cena face off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's next.
Y'all be right. Y'all
So
be
this-
right back.
All right, cool. This is a good question. Tati asked if either our significant other or close friends and family love wrestling like we do. That's a good question. Like, I'll go first. Like me, like from before. I remember when like it would be like me, my sister, and her man at the time. We used to always like click up and watch like the pay-per-views and shit like that. Or when I used to work in a garage, we always used to come together. Me and my people always watch SmackDown. We'd be like, yo, who got chip-ins for the SmackDown smoke? That's what we call it, the SmackDown smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But nowadays, not as much. You know what I mean? Like my lady, me and her, we watch it. Like, you know, I watch it more than her, but she tries to like be in the loop as much as she can. What's going on with y'all?
I remember I asked my brother. I said, like, yo, bro, like, why do you keep on watching wrestling with me? And his answer was, because you like it. I was like,
That's sweet.
Yeah, that's
better than
cool.
ever.
That's a
I got
very
a
nice moment. Oh,
Right? That's an all moment, right?
Yeah,
I ain't mad at that.
it was actually my mom that got me into wrestling when I was like 8 years old. She doesn't watch it no more, but I just kept watching it ever since then. And I usually go to PLEs or pay-per-views and watch them at my friend's house or at a bar in Manhattan.
Nice. I wanted to add
my
one
dad.
more. I wanted to add one more thing to that. Like, you just reminded me because from before, like when I first started watching wrestling, like when I was old enough to know like a little bit what was really going on, I was watching like AAA and CMLL with my moms and my uncle, like a few my elders, whatever the case may be. We would just watch this shit just to laugh at it. We didn't know what was really going on though.
Not knowing a goddamn syllable.
Word, like they be talking all types of
Right.
Spanish. They botching all over the place.
El Bispo Negro. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So after that, that's when I got introduced to like Macho Man and Hogan. Like I was a Macho Man guy first, and then like then I seen Hogan, and then Ultimate Warrior, and then you had Piper. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it just all just flowed naturally, and I just always been watching. I definitely had my breaks. My God, I had my breaks. It was sometimes I'm like, yo, I can't do it. This shit is too stupid now. And I'll take like a 6 month to a year break. But you know, ever since then, I've just been watching nonstop.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
it was my dad that got me into wrestling. First time I saw wrestling, I was like 5. He was watching Ric Flair versus Sting at a Clash of the Champions, and I remember getting out of my bed that morning, and I saw him watching it in the living room. I saw Ric Flair wearing the little robe, the little glittery robe with the sparkles. I saw Sting come out, saw this blonde dude with like face paint, and he was so energetic. It was like a cartoon turned to life. And my dad used to be like, "Oh, you like that?" And I was like, "Oh, I like it." And he was like, "Well, how about this? If you get an A in your report card, I'll go get you some tapes." So that's how I started. Every time, the report card, progress support. Every time I got an A, we go to Blockbuster or whatever rental store, and he just get me stuff like SummerSlam '89, Battle Bowl '92, just different VHS tapes and shit, and that's how I got into it. My mom was a fan back then. She doesn't watch anymore. Last show she watched was like Mania 20. It's been a minute. So she knows who some of the people are. Like she knows like a John Cena and a Batista, but she doesn't really follow like modern wrestling anymore. When I told her about AEW, she thought AEW was like an app or something. That's what she thought it was. So,
Yeah.
I remember I was 3. My mom told me this story. I was 3 and G.I. Joe's just ended, and I was crying. And like all of a sudden, I heard, "Speak to me, warrior." Like I just woke up
Yeah, shout outs
immediately.
to Wade. Yeah, shout outs to Wade Barrett for keeping his kayfabe hatred for Cena alive.
and like my mom. No, and like the second voice I heard was Sergeant Slaughter, and he was a part of GI Joe's. Like I never made the connection until that point.
Nice.
That's when we all thought he was legitimately with the army. I thought this motherfucker was with the army, period. So no, he never served in the army. I'm like, oh man, you never served in the army, Slaughter, you motherfucker.
That's why he turned on the USA so fast and so easily.
I took a picture with Saddam. I was like, oh fuck, you can't say that today.
This is really weird, by the way. So Cena and Cody in the ring now. This is the first time heel Cena's been in America since he turned. This just shows you how bad the pacing of this turn is. Like, what? Okay, whatever.
Hold on. Ballet said in the 80s, one of our brothers watched wrestling. We would watch it together at times. That's what's up, B. In the 80s, man. Those are the days.
Anyway, we only went through 2 matches. Let's keep going.
Yeah, well, I was going to read this one. Let me read this one real quick from Tati. Tati said her longest break was when Bay lost the streak. You know, she's talking about Undertaker. She stopped watching for about a year after.
I mean,
that was a crushing blow. I get it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing.
Man, listen, I remember exactly where I was when that happened. It shocked me, and to this day, I hated that decision.
I was watching TV, and like I saw the black dude with the shock's face.
That's like WWE's one of their greatest memes right there with the dude, the shock face black guy.
It was also one of their most stupidest decisions. Like
I said, like there's no way the streak just ended.
Damn, your longest break was 27 years.
Jesus.
Yikes. I'm surprised you came back. Like, shit, I'd have just been done altogether.
My longest break was 3 months.
She said 27 years, man.
27 years, Jesus.
But go ahead. Let's continue on with night 1.
Naomi versus Jade Cargill.
I say Jade wins. I'm probably the only one who's going to say that, but yeah, I say Jade wins.
Yeah, there's another unpredictable match because
it depends on what they're trying to do. If it's just one and done, which I don't think it will be, but if it's one and done, Jade wins. But if this is a reoccurring, ongoing feud,
then Naomi wins.
Yeah. So either way, I think Naomi should win simply because whenever someone turns heel, if they lose their first match, it's pointless. I say that as Cena's talking.
Yeah.
This is awkward.
Right.
Like I say Jade wins because I think that it's leading to Jade Charlotte.
Yeah, well that's the next match, but are you picking Jade to win?
Yeah, I'm picking Jade to win.
Oh damn. I ain't gonna lie, I really don't know. I'll go with Naomi though. I just don't know who's gonna win for sure. But I'm going for Naomi.
Same.
My prediction is Jade because I think Naomi wins Money in the Bank.
When is Money in the Bank?
In May.
August?
In May. Okay. August is SummerSlam.
Yeah. You're right.
May or June. I'm not too sure.
Okay, what's the next match?
Since you just said Charlotte, I'm gonna go with Charlotte versus Tiffany.
That's another
match. If there's gonna be any match on any night that's gonna piss people off, it's gonna be this match. Unfortunately, I predict Charlotte to win. So
yeah, same. You got to piss the fans off somehow. Charlotte winning would definitely do that.
You think Tiffany Stratton is better like if she's chasing the title?
Yeah.
Well, I stick to what I said since this match was made. Either way, it's a lose-lose, even though realistically Tiffany should win.
Well, we appreciate you, Ballet, always pulling up and showing love. You're awesome.
The next match is the tag title match. New Day versus the War Raiders.
New Day wins, turns face, bitch slaps Tony Hinchcliffe.
I
New
heard.
Day's winning.
Still on that.
I heard that. I heard that this dude Big E might cost them.
Really?
At this point, I don't really care, bro. I'm over.
Yeah,
it.
me neither. But the New Day got to win, though. I guess.
Yeah.
They both have to win. To tell you the truth.
And unfortunately, this is going to be the piss break match of night one, which is fucking crazy. If there's
Over
a time
Charlotte,
machine,
over Charlotte Tiffy?
yeah, because at least there's some story with Charlotte Tiffy. There's no one cares about this match, bro. This has no story at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
no story, no heat.
I'll give you that.
Like,
I'll give you that.
If you told me 5 years ago New Day and War Machine were going to wrestle at Mania and it was going to be a fucking who gives a fuck match, I would call you crazy. But this is where we're at right now. So
That ass though.
I'll give you that.
Well, I think this match might be up in the air, depending on how Ray is doing. But Ray versus Americano.
El Grande Americano, the greatest luchador of all time.
I hope he's all right though. All jokes aside, because Ray's getting older, so he can't be too risky like that. You know what I'm saying? His bones ain't as strong as they used to be.
So that'd be how many surgeries on his left knee? Like 13?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, including that. Yeah.
yeah, Ray low key actually has a pretty good Mania record. He rarely ever loses at Mania. He's won a lot of matches at Mania. He won the title at Mania. He beat Punk at Mania. He beat Dom at Mania.
I think his last Mania loss, ironically, was against Cody.
Yeah, that was Mania 27. I was there for that one.
That was the one that sucked.
well, the show sucked, but that match was actually one of the highlights of the show. I remember.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was the Mania that sucked.
Yeah.
Yo, King Eric, you still there?
He muted us.
Yeah, he muted up. Like he just muted up and just went to go take a shit, something.
Assuming the match happens, I'm gonna go with Ray because I just don't see a reason why he would lose at Mania.
I'm going to Grande.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio definitely, he don't need to win this match at all. He gains nothing if he wins this match.
Because imagine Mexico. El Grande Americano comes out. He's going to die in the second.
Replace him. I don't know. Like I said, it depends on how Ray is feeling. They might replace him in this match.
Well, with Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee, yeah.
Grande Americano is definitely winning.
Yeah. I was just thinking that shit too for Dragon Lee. Yep. I won't be surprised if they do that. What's next?
All right, main event.
Yeah, the main event. Seth versus Punk versus Roman.
Seth got to win.
Seth wins, yeah. I have Seth winning.
Yeah, all I got to say about this match is it's definitely not hitting like they thought it would. I've noticed, I commented the other day, the past 2 weeks, and granted, I know American fans are nowhere near as loud as international fans, but I noticed the last 2 weeks, specifically that last segment where Roman speared Punk, the crowd was like really quiet. Like that should be a big deal. Punk and Roman brawl, like they didn't care at all.
It's going to be loud tomorrow night because international fans are coming tomorrow night.
I guess. I just don't think the story's hitting like they thought it would. There's definitely a big disconnect.
It's going to be loud. It's going to be loud on Saturday. Trust me.
No, we know that though.
Okay.
We know that people's going to turn up. It's Mania. People's going to turn up. But the build is just lackluster because all this shit is about is Paul Heyman's favor. They act like this dude Paul Heyman is just some mystical god or something like that. Like, oh my God, he's a wise man. He knows all. Like this motherfucker's like he's not wise. He just roots for you. That's all he does. That's all the fuck he does is roots for people. Like, hey, yeah, my trouble chief. Yeah. Like, does he add to the aesthetic when he walks with you to the ring? Yes, he does. But those are the wise man shit. Like, stop. Like, this dude doesn't add anything to the equation when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a wise man. You're not in no war room drawing up strategies and showing motherfuckers how to win matches. You're not doing that. You just a fat white man coming through and rooting people on. That's it.
All right, we got an update. Sorry to interrupt you guys. Ray had to be carried to the back, so that's not good.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Dragon Lee. Yeah, Dragon Lee's facing. Is facing El Grande. El Grande is winning.
And Cody just gave Cena a crossroads again.
What the? I figured this dude Cena would have got his, his get back. Caught him with an AA.
He almost did, but Cody countered.
Yeah, Cody's definitely losing. He's definitely losing on Sunday. It's a wrap. New champion.
I don't want Cena. I don't want Cena. I don't want a part-time champion. I just don't.
Cody's a part-time champion.
Not really. At least he's there.
Yeah, to talk us.
That's why I said, man, they're fucked either way. Because either Cody wins, which makes the heel turn a waste of time, or like Black Star said, Cena wins and you have another part-time champion, which is the last thing WWE needs. It's the last thing WWE needs. In fact, I think if they had another part-time champion, I think that's going to make them lose momentum. That's just how I feel about it. But
that would kill it.
We just had Roman Reigns part-time for 4 years. It's not gonna,
nah. Cena's gonna be 20 times worse.
Nah, but Cena, not really, because Cena's only got.
Cena's gonna be Brock Lesnar. He's not showing up until the Big Four.
Cena's only got until December, and plus he's booked for the next pay-per-view after Mania, which is Backlash. So
I just don't. I just don't see it. I just don't know.
I'm not wishing it. I'm just saying. Cena losing wouldn't make much sense.
But
as him winning?
Didn't Cody stand tall on the Friday after, or
he stood tall every segment against Cena so far? Every segment they've had, he's
no. I'm talking about on the Friday before 40. Didn't Cody stand tall in that one?
I don't remember.
I don't.
Yeah, Cody. Yeah, Cody. Basically, Cody's been looking dominant in this whole build. Basically.
Yeah. But he's had to because, in fairness, he's had to because Cena hasn't been there for most of it, so it's weird,
Cena, but fucking Cody's been carrying this whole feud, so
right.
That's why I'm saying Cody wins.
And what's crazy is this is the first promo that Cena's cut where he's mentioned The Rock.
WWE logic, Black Star. You know damn well if you're looking too dominant or you the last man standing on the go home show in the feud. You're losing at the pay-per-view. You know that's WWE logic.
I just don't want.
Unless they do something tonight later on because they got the Hall of Fame. They do stuff for the Hall of Fame. They can also do something tomorrow. I doubt it, but it's possible. But yeah, I agree most of the time.
Like I just don't.
Anyway, we never gave a prediction for the triple threat.
I did. I'm going for Seth.
Yeah, it's weird because you mentioned Seth. He's actually been dominant in every segment thus far, which makes me think that maybe he won't win. But I'm still going to go ahead and predict Seth like you. So,
because he has the most to gain in his triple threat. Punk and Roman, they already made men. Seth is a made man too, but not as made as Punk and Roman. I don't know where TKO went. I guess TKO had his connection that bummed out. Oh, here you go, right here.
Like I said, I just don't see I just don't want to see another Brock Lesnar another Brock Lesnar run.
I agree. We're all in the same boat.
But think of it though, like Cody's not much different. The only difference is Cody's is coming through and talking us to death. That's all he does is talk.
At least he shows up.
Well, the reason they're doing that is because they don't want to risk injury so close to Mania, which I get. But yeah,
but he was on that type of time before this angle. Cody barely fights, and it's like you can have a 2-3 minute match. You have a 3-minute match without getting hurt.
Like, and plus Cody Punk for the title makes a lot more sense than Punk Cena, especially not in Chicago.
Bullshit. You think motherfuckers don't want to see Punk and
I don't. So let's move on. I don't.
Yeah, you probably don't. But a lot of people wouldn't mind seeing that again. Especially if it's the opposite sides. Because remember from before, Punk was the heel supposedly, and Cena was the face. So it'll be different now.
I just don't.
how you gave this dude a thumb to the eye and still get dropped?
You know for a fact that Punk's gonna have to carry the feud. That's why I don't want to see it. Punk's gonna have to carry it. You know why? Because Cena's not gonna show up, and with Cena showing up, he's not winning the title.
Yeah, Cena has more dates after Mania. Cena has more. I don't have the schedule in front of me. I know he has more dates, but yeah, he's still part-time.
So, that's why I'm saying that he's not winning, because he's showing up after Mania. He said that he was going to retire if he wins the title. So why would you show up?
They already have him booked for dates after Mania, so
so why would you show up week after week if you're winning?
See, like I told you before, what is full time to us is way different than full time to them.
Right.
King Leo, what it do though?
Anyway, we'll get more into it. Let's start night 2.
All right.
Okay. I got.
Wait. We all agree Seth is winning the triple threat.
Yeah. We all agree Seth is winning.
I'm gonna go with either Seth. Yeah, I'm going with either Seth or Punk. Honestly.
Okay. All
right. But
one more thing. I don't think Heyman is gonna join Seth. I think like them aligning together. You know, Seth joining this dude. That's gonna be against his whole morality, because Seth is not on that type of time that Paul Heyman is on.
Right.
But he was always hypocrites.
What I think is going to happen is I think the match is just going to be like Punk and Roman gaslighting Paul to help them. Roman's going to be like, help me. Punk's going to be like, help me. And then Heyman's going to be like, you know what? Screw you both. And he'll just leave.
There is talk about Punk versus Roman being in a feud together. So after Mania, so we'll see. But
before we go on, like I just want to piggyback on what Tove just said. That'll make him even look more crazy. Paul Heyman, help me, please. Like, what is he gonna do? Karate? Like, what? Paul Heyman doesn't even need to be there. But
that's why I said I don't think this feud is hitting like they think it is. And I get that Seth's job is to go out there and try to make the match seem important. Like that promo the other day where he was like, this is the most important triple threat in Mania history. Like, I rolled my eyes harder than The Undertaker. I'm like, nigga, how is this important? Nothing's on the line. This is fucking stupid. This is dumb.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, proceed.
You want to do night 2?
Yeah, let's do night 2.
All right, well, let's go with the street fight between Priest and McIntyre.
I think that's leading off. I think the triple threat's leading off.
I heard this is night 2. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, I heard the women's triple threat's opening.
Yeah, but street fight, who's winning? I'm gonna say
Paul Heyman's a new championship.
Oh, for God's sake.
I predicted McIntyre.
The same. I say McIntyre.
I don't know. Those are both my dudes too. I think this dude, Damian Priest, he gains more.
McIntyre needs a win, dude.
Yeah,
he does. He does.
I've been very critical of this match. I'm sorry, this shit is forced. It is unearned. It is a downgrade for Drew. And as much as I like Priest, the SmackDown audience is not taken to him at all. I don't care what anyone says. They totally just did Drew dirty. The beginning of the year, Drew attacked Jimmy, then he attacked Jay. He took out both of the Usos. He was like 2 down, 2 to go. Like, oh, okay. He's systematically going after each member of the OG bloodline. Next thing you know, there's doing the Roman Seth Punk thing, and Drew's just not a part of the equation anymore. And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
This shit's totally forced.
Right. Like, what happened to him being a bloodline hunter? Remember the whole bloodline hunter angle? They just dropped it.
Yeah. That's how you know, like, whatever happened with Rock fucked stuff up, because they were also teasing the story between Bayley and Roxy, and that also got dropped. So those are like two of the most egregious examples of them clearly building something, and they just dropped it. And it's like, okay, you can drop it, but if you're going to drop it, then at least give Drew something of the same level feel. Like, again, and I like Priest. Priest is cool. But he spent like the entire 2024 in a never-ending Judgment Day feud. Meanwhile, Drew was carrying Raw on his back. These two have like no fucking interaction at all. So I'm sure they'll go out there and they'll kill it, but I'm just going to give it to Drew. He needs this win more, and he needs to be in the title picture as soon as fucking possible after this is over. This is ridiculous. This is very disrespectful to Drew. How do you fucking carry and break your back for a whole year and you're in this nothing match at Mania? Like, what?
Like, again, which makes you think that Cody's winning.
Feud, right.
If Drew's number one contender, that makes you think Cody's winning.
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do anymore, man.
Even like seriously, like go back and watch the Rumble. Like,
Black Star. Hold on. You gotta think of this Sue Black Star. Like, see, like. So like if Cena wins, right?
Doesn't want Cena
he does
to
have
win.
hold on, give me a second.
Yes.
I got you. There's a reason why I'm saying this because he has a lot of opponents. Like look at Backlash. He could go up against Randy Orton. People like, they have a history. You know what I'm saying? After that, you got CM Punk, whatever, around the corner after that shit. And then you got who else?
I don't want to see the same song and dance.
You're saying all this, and it's falling on deaf ears for him. He just doesn't want Cena to win at all.
Go back and watch the Rumble, man. When Roman came out, the Rumble, remember he was eliminating a few people, and then Drew came out. And then when Drew came out, like the camera, because they do this in the Rumble, the camera would zoom in on certain people to really kind of point home the stories they're trying to tell. When Drew came out, the camera zoomed in on Roman's face. And then Roman like raised his arms up like, what's up, bro? Like, come get it. And Drew was like, all right, bet. Then they went in the ring and they started brawling. Like, they didn't do that for anybody else the whole match. They specifically zoomed in on those two. I'm thinking like, awesome. They're going to have like a blood feud that's going to lead to like a grudge match or something. I'm thinking they're going to be like Bret and Austin in Mania 13. I was for it. And it was like, nope. Remember last year when they started the Rumble with Jay and Jimmy? And it went nowhere. It didn't lead to anything. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean when I say like you can clearly see them just changing their narrative like halfway through the bill. So it's like, whatever. Anyway, I'm sorry to be so negative. It's just if there's one thing
you're right. You're right.
Right. If there's anything I have no tolerance for is I hate it when someone like literally breaks their back and carries a company for a whole year and is not given their just due at the biggest show possible. Drew fucking carried the brand all last year. Him and Punk were fucking carrying the whole brand. Like, you even tell me, like, you can't give this dude nothing? Nothing against Priest. Again, Priest is cool. I've fucked with Priest since Ring of Honor, Punishment Martinez. He's cool. I like Priest, but I'm sorry. This is a fucking demotion. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be a good match.
Here's the thing is, like, they always do this shit. Every time somebody resigns, they just, like, they de-push them. They always do that shit. I never got it. Like they did the same thing with Chad Gable. When Chad Gable re-signed, they stopped pushing him.
And real quick, to piggyback off what you're saying, Sam, man, I understand what you're saying, but believe it or not, but you're saying this, and the IWC wants the same exact thing, but the IWC doesn't know what the fuck they want.
Man, this is why you got to stop listening to the IWC. These are the same fans that want The Rock versus Roman for whatever reason. Anyway.
Oh my God, yo, don't bring that up because motherfuckers just say like, you see, we could have had our match. They mad at us now because we want Cody to finish the story. Now they mad at us for what's going on now.
See, if it was me and if I was booking, and this is my last thing I'm going to say on this, if it was me, I would have continued with what they were clearly building to Roman and Drew, and then Roman and Drew should have been the thing, and then Seth and Punk could just be a completely separate thing. That way, for Mania Night 1 and 2, you'd have two big matches that don't involve titles. You could
put that in the cell?
No. What I'm saying is you could have did Roman and Drew Night 1, and then you could have did Punk and Seth.
I'm trying to add to it. You can put Punk. You can put Punk and Rollins in the cell. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. They should have gone that way, but instead they just discarded Drew, and then they discarded Drew, and then they put Punk with Seth, and then they just added Roman to it, and they just said, you know what, let's just put all three of these guys in a match together. but didn't really put much thought into the story. That's what they did. So
Man, after Punk's Hell in a Cell with Drew, I doubt he can handle another one. But that's another story.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, because that match was brutal as fuck. But anyway, next I'm gonna go with the next match, which I think is my sleeper match. The 4-way for the IC title: Braun, Finn, Dom, and Penta.
That might win match of the night.
Yeah, they're gonna cook.
Because
I'm gonna give it to Dom. I think it's time.
Yeah.
I say Dom should win and then immediately kick Finn Balor out because that's the only way I see this leading to.
You think the new member of the Cringeman Day is gonna pull up?
I don't know if it's gonna be a new member, but all I know is there has to be a payoff between this tension between them because they've been doing this shit for months now.
Like I say, Penta wins, setting up Penta Dom, and then Dom kicks out Finn at SummerSlam.
You know what? All the more reason I think Dom should win. I think Dom should win the title here, and then they could have Dom and Penta feud for the belt.
You also got to remember this too.
Okay.
This is part of the match as well. Also, remember this is a fatal 4-way, so this is not an elimination style. It's first pin to a finish. So this is actually a good way to take the title off of Braun without him being pinned.
But who eats the pin?
I say
Dom
Finn.
pins Balor. Dom pins Balor.
Yeah, Finn. I say Finn gets the pin. Like it
should be elimination.
Nah, you know what? It don't really need to be eliminated. You know what? It could be like an accidental win too.
Right.
Like somebody somebody drops Finn and then somebody nails Dom and then Dom just falls into the pin and win like that.
That's what we're gonna do. As a matter of fact, get the highlight clip ready, Sam, man, because I know you like to post different clips because we know they fucking steal our ideas anyway. This is what they're gonna do. It's gonna be one of two things. I guarantee you, it's gonna be one of these two things. Balor's gonna hit his finish on Penta or Braun, and he's gonna pin him, and you're gonna get the cliche. Dom's gonna pull Balor out of the ring and then steal the pin for himself.
You know what?
It's gonna be that, or it'll be Balor's about to hit his finish, and then Dom just hits a small cradle on Balor and pins him. 1, 2. Either way, Dom is fucking over Balor.
You know what? I think the first thing that you said, Finn hits his coup de grace, and then maybe Braun just comes out of nowhere, spears Balor, and Dom just accidentally crawls into a pin. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Liv factors into the decision?
No,
I don't see.
She's in the match later.
Okay.
Yeah, she's. Yeah,
that's actually a good question though. Like, it don't matter if she's in the match. She can be a factor.
But she's part of the story though, because in the stories and the segments, she's the one that keeps mentioning to Dom.
Yeah, she's manipulating Dom.
Just as good. Yeah, she's the one you're
That's
just as good. You know, Balor got a match against for the IT title. You never got a match. I forgot exactly what it was that she said. I think she said Dom. I know what she said. She said that Dom was never pinned in a match. Finn was pinned or something like that. I forgot exactly.
Well, regardless, that match to me is going to be is a sleeper as well.
Yeah. They're definitely taking the title off of Braun, and he's not going to be pinned. He'll be all right.
Yeah, it's time for him. It's time for him to come to the main event. It's time for Braun. It's time for him to start taking Braun more serious and give him that mega push. He should be a top baby face on Raw.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for real.
I say Penta wins to set up Penta Dom for the IC title.
They could do that either way if Dom would.
Yeah. We're on the same wavelength. It's just that we have different ways of getting to the same.
But we all agree that that Braun's not retaining though. Right?
No.
Yeah. I'll be real shocked if he does. But yeah.
Yeah, him retaining, that's just holding him back. It's time for him to go to the next level.
Yeah.
I would have said the women's tag title match is next, but I'm pretty sure none of us give a damn. So
is it a triple threat now?
No, it's just a regular tag team match.
Bailey,
NXT. I thought it would be a triple threat.
Bailey gets frustrated. This is what happened. Bailey gets frustrated because Lyra Valkyria, she ends up getting pinned and she gets frustrated.
Again?
And
I think I think Bailey gets pinned, honestly.
And that's what's gonna frustrate her.
Yeah.
And turns heel again?
Well,
Bailey's
I hear what
just
you're saying, Black Star. I do hear
Bailey's
what you.
just kind of
Give me 1
there.
second. Give me 1 second. I hear what you're saying, Black Star. You know what I'm saying? But her turning heel now is something different, I guess you could say, because when she turned heel from before,
it's really not different.
Well, remember when she turned heel from before, she was with Damage Control. Remember, she came back as a heel, and then she went face to go up against Damage Control.
She was a heel before Damage.
I'll continue to say it, bro. I'll continue to say it, and I'm surprised they haven't done it yet, man. You got this relationship with TNA, man. Send some of your people there. Bailey would really do some good.
Yeah, Bailey would kill in TNA.
Listen, yeah.
I don't know. I think Bailey's too big of a star to go to TNA, and I don't.
That's why she should go there, bro.
There's no shade to TNA, but I don't think they'll risk that.
I think they should send her there because I'm just being honest with you. I'm not even trying to be mean. Bailey's just been rough lately. Their past matches she's been botching a lot. There's really nowhere for her to go. She's been a face. She's been a heel. She's won the Rumble. She's been champion several times.
Bro, Bailey's at the point where she's just putting people over. So
yeah,
that's where she is.
It's almost ball game over.
She's in that Ziggler spot. So it's like, okay, you're gonna be in that Ziggler spot and you're just gonna be content, or maybe you can go somewhere else and get some buzz going. I think if she went to TNA, it would really bring some life to the product.
She would kill in TNA.
Yeah, it would definitely bring life. It definitely would bring life to TNA.
Regardless, we'll see. I don't think Lyra and Bailey lose, and they're gonna have a third match for the IC title. That's how I.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But
okay, moving on.
Well, the next match is Logan Paul versus AJ Styles.
That's
AJ wins.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping AJ's Mania curse. Yeah, well, we always say that, man. I don't know what it is about AJ. For some reason, he just has this Mania curse where he just can't really bring it on Mania, and I don't know why.
I like the story. Like, I like the story they're telling with Cross and AJ.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
No. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to the promo Cross put on Instagram. Like when he said that.
No, it's not about Cross. Now I heard the promo. I know what you're saying, but you talk about a spot that's wasted. Personally, I think AJ's being wasted on Logan Paul. That's just my opinion.
You think so?
Well, I'm even though I don't care for Logan Paul as a person, when the bell rings, he can go. So I'm hoping that Logan can help break AJ's Mania curse. To any listeners who don't know what I'm talking about, AJ has this weird curse going on where, with the exception of his first match, which is ironic because it was a match that nobody fucking asked for. I remember fans were very upset. His first Mania match was against Shane, and that actually ended up being match of the night. It was really good. And I hate to say this, but his match of Shane at Mania is easily his best Mania match. Every other time he's had a match at Mania, it's these matches that just look good on paper, and for whatever reason, they either underwhelm or they just suck. The match of Nakamura sucked. The match of Orton wasn't good.
Haven't you noticed that Shane is always good to fuck up?
Yeah.
Or to get fucked up?
Didn't he fight Jericho at Mania one time?
Yeah, and that match wasn't good either. It was just whatever. Yeah, he has these whatever matches at Mania. Like, all his best matches are like everywhere else. Rumble, SummerSlam, random episodes of Raw and SmackDown. Just for whatever reason, when it's time for Mania, it's just like, I don't know, just it doesn't work. I'm hoping Logan was funny. Right, I'm hoping Logan can bring out that the old AJ that we know is there. So anyway, I'm gonna predict AJ to win. So.
Yeah, I predict AJ wins.
Yeah, me too.
Well, let's go with the triple threat. Io, Rhea, and Bianca.
I'm hoping Bianca wins 5-0 at Mania.
Yeah, I'm going for Bianca, but I think Io's gonna win.
I'm going with Io Sky. I think I'm going with Io Sky because she deserves to win more.
Yeah, this will be Bianca's first loss. She's
think so?
undefeated at Mania. Actually, yeah, this is her first loss. She's
I
actually
don't think
undefeated at Mania. She has never lost at Mania. So if Io
unless
wins,
she
this will
got unless they have Rhea eat the pin.
Like the
Like
only
if she loses, Naomi's definitely costing her,
yeah,
especially
like I'm
since they had
saying, I'm saying that the only way Bianca loses is if Naomi screws her.
Yeah.
Well, they got
Probably.
potential here, and it's really dumb because this started in the international crowds. They're doing this thing where like Bianca's getting booed, but she hasn't actually done anything wrong. She's actually 100% right. She's the only person in the match that earned the opportunity. She's telling the truth, but the fans are booing. Truthfully, they're booing because the fans are Rhea Ripley simps. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
the fans are booing Bianca. So if they want, and if Bianca changes her mind, there's definitely a heel thing going on there. They could even do if they really wanted to go that far, they could even do a reveal of Naomi and Bianca in cahoots together, and that the whole thing was a setup. You know, like a 2-woman power trip.
But the problem is this: Bianca already said she'll never turn heel.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You know, but clearly this is a thing because I'm mentioning this because they did a segment today on SmackDown here live, and Bianca was booed by the American crowd. So this is clearly this wasn't an international thing. So the fans booing Bianca, this is caught on. Now it wasn't loud boos, but it was noticeable boos.
Yeah.
Bianca, unlike Charlotte though, Bianca is a fucking professional, and she held it together and continued to cut a promo because she's good at her fucking job, unlike some nepo babies. But anyway, I'm going to predict Io to retain.
Yeah, I think Io's retaining, but I'm going for Naomi. I mean, not Naomi, Bianca.
Okay.
Like I said, Bianca wins, keeps the undefeated streak going.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm going with Io Sky too. And the last match is Cena Cody.
Cena wins. Lol.
That's the only time it would actually fit. That's hilarious.
All you geeks on the IWC who wanted Cena in the main event, I hope you're happy. I don't want to hear no. I don't want to hear
Cody looking too dominant. Cody looking too dominant in this build. Like Cena.
I don't want to hear no bitches.
The guy say Cody wins because of the GIF that I sent that said Sandman. Fuck the IWC.
Yeah.
But Black Star, fuck you too.
I'm telling you, be like, and that's when dude's gonna pull up. He's gonna pull up and he's gonna cause this dude Cody. It's gonna be some shenanigans because you know this dude.
Yeah.
The Rock hasn't been around. Travis Scott hasn't been around. You know they're gonna be. They're in the building right now.
And that's the problem right there. That's the problem. I have no issue with any shenanigans, but you got to follow it up, and they're not going to, because they're not going to fully commit. Like The Rock has already made it clear, he'll show up for Mania season. After Mania, he's gone. This dude ain't going to show up. He's not going to show up on a random Raw in May or June. Travis Scott ain't going to do that.
That's what I'm saying. That Cena doesn't deserve to win.
I agree, but it's like Sandman said earlier. What we consider part-time and what they consider part-time are two different things. It's stupid, but yeah.
Like if you're not going to follow up, then what's the point?
Yeah, before tonight, I was pretty confident Cody was going to win, but that is weird to be dominant. Like, because clearly they heard the criticism because the last interaction they had was that international show because Cena wasn't advertised for any more shows. Fans complained, and clearly they heard that criticism, so they contacted Cena and said, "Hey, could you make one more appearance on SmackDown?" Because he had never made one appearance in America. So
and you would
showed up tonight.
You would think that they would know, like, yo, come on, Cena, you got to come to the Go Home show to sell the fucking show. You have to show up. What, they're going to have Cody come out again and talk us to death tonight? But I'm excited. I'm excited for this weekend, though. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little excited, just a little bit, just a little tad.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune into WrestleMania tomorrow.
You know
I'm more than likely go out for night 2, but
10 a.m.
Yeah, go have
10
fun,
a
B.
fucking m.
Yeah,
At least
Stand
you
and
guys.
Deliver, as a matter of fact, right? Stand and Deliver is tomorrow morning for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
10
Yeah, it's gonna be
a.m.
1:00 in the afternoon out here.
Good luck with that. I am not watching that.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll watch it because NXT always puts up good shows.
As a matter of fact, is the Hall of Fame on right now?
In about 30 more minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought if it was on right now, we could have just take a quick little peek, see what's going on before we get up out of here.
Yeah, it starts at 9.
Okay, so
9 out here, which is like what, 10 out there or 11 out there?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah. Which is fuck off a clock.
Fuck off a clock.
Where Tova TKO live.
Yeah, like TKO.
He wasn't watching at all either. So
he's an hour ahead of me. TKO.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't planning to watch the Hall of Fame, to be honest. But hey, that's just me. And yeah.
Oh, and they revealed Shadora Sanders and Travis Hunter's numbers being retired in Colorado, which makes no fucking sense.
Colorado.
But I understand them retiring their numbers was because those two brought back the university from the dead, football wise. So again, that makes sense.
I wonder what basketball players is going to be in Mania tomorrow. Basketball or football players. You know they're going to have they
none of them
their
because the
sports
playoffs
representation. Or the playoffs start tomorrow?
Yeah, none of them are going to be there.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as TKO. People take the Hall of Fame seriously. I don't. It's the WWE Hall of Fame. I keep telling other people it's their Hall of Fame. Therefore, they can put whoever they want in. It's a marketing ploy. It's not a real Hall of Fame. I don't like the way they do it. It's very lazy now. They just do the Hall of Fame on the Go Home SmackDown. I used to like how it was in the 2000s where they would go like to a different venue. It felt private. It was like you had to get the WrestleMania DVD, and if you got like the special edition, the Hall of Fame came with it.
It was like a banquet. They had like a dinner banquet with it. You know what I'm saying? An award ceremony.
Yeah,
I remember how it started. It started at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
SummerSlam
then they
used to
moved
be Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It felt more legitimate back then, and I wish they would go back to that presentation. It was like their Oscars or something. The way they do it now is just very lazy, and they have the money. They have more money now than they ever have, and they just refuse to spend on it. For
like I remember, and who else remembers this with me? When the Slammies used to be the night before Mania.
I remember that. Yeah. I am happy for Lex though. I'll probably check out Lex's speech after.
Sexy Lexi.
Yeah. I'm happy for Lex though, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I never really fucked with Triple H like that. So I mean, I respect the guy, but
that motherfucker put it. He inducted himself first.
Yeah.
I'm like, what a fucking egomaniac.
Like I might cry if I see Lex stand up.
Nah, my eyes watered. Like when Cody pulled up. When Cody pulled up to his crib, when it was him and DDP, and Cody pulled up to tell him he was going to be in the Hall of Fame, I ain't gonna lie, my eyes watered a little bit.
When he said, "Look, Mama, we did it," that's what made me water. My eyes water.
Well, DDP is a fucking miracle worker, man. If he can make Lex Luger stand up, he can make Lex Luger stand up. Shit.
There's a cool video that went viral a couple of weeks ago of DDP and Luger. They was in the car, and Luger's wheelchair was in the back, and it was actually Fatu who was carrying the wheelchair. So he was like helping Lex get in the car, because he needed assistance getting up and stuff. So that's cool, So
DDP's an angel, man.
Yep.
Word, man. But before we get up out of here, B, shots go out to my guy, the Punisher. What's his name? Josh Macklin? Scott Macklin?
Oh, Macklin from TNA?
Yeah, from TNA. Yeah.
They introduced a new title, the international title.
Yeah, he's the inaugural international champion.
Yeah, he
Nice.
won
I see two
that.
TKOs.
He won that title.
What the fuck is this?
Oh shit! I just noticed that.
I have no idea.
Let me take that one out.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was, but hey. But yeah, Steve
No bum
Macklin
out?
got a title again.
Steve Macklin, yeah. Now we're gonna do bum out of the week tomorrow, and
we already saw the bum out. We already saw the bum out. The bum out was Nick Aldis saying the match was next week.
Yeah, he bumped his
You
head
should've
with
put the
that
song.
one.
Should have been the song too.
They should do tomatoes at that dude. Like, get your goofy ass on
That
out
was
here.
crazy, bro.
That
We
nigga
were
was
speaking
still
here.
suffering.
We
That
were
nigga was
speaking
still
here
suffering from that
live,
arcade.
and I could hear the. I had the volume down like on 5, and I could still hear the crowd booing. Like, wow, that was a bad call.
Bro, that nigga is still suffering
You
from
should have
that
put the song
RKO.
the second Nick said that.
Like that was your night 2 opener right there. Like it was. How do you? Whatever, man.
Night 1 opener. Because night 2, I think it's going to be
Nah, night 1 is Jay and Gunther. Night
No.
2 is
Like what I'm trying to say was that
the
you could
triple
have
threat.
put it.
It is the
You could have
women's
put it
triple
night
threat.
1 because Orton's open challenge is in night 2.
Which they didn't even talk, which Orton just announced, but yeah. I don't even know if that's even going to be a match. And if it is, it's going to be short.
Like whoever shows up might destroy Orton and then set up a feud.
But yeah, the bum out of the week. I was gonna save that for this weekend.
Already.
Yeah.
Like,
just for clarity, you're gonna be going
WrestleMania
live when the show starts.
Yeah, when the actual show starts. And when it comes to the cookout, I don't know what King Leo got going on because King Leo, you know, he's out there in Vegas. He was in WrestleCon and all that. So if we end up doing a cookout or whatever, you know, I'm gonna keep y'all informed when it comes to that. He's on Restream, so it don't take long to make an account. It's like real quick, make an account that you just pull up and shit like that. Like what we was gonna do. I don't know if he's still gonna do it. We was gonna like, you know, one day we'll be over there, the other day we'll be over here. Like Sunday, more than likely Sunday we'll be here, and Saturday we'll be at the cookout.
Like I think King Leo's gonna be dead asleep.
Yeah, he's moving. He moving and shaking. He moving all over the place. So that's why I was like, I don't know how that's gonna pan out, but I'll keep y'all informed.
Are you still gaming tomorrow?
Tomorrow, if not tomorrow, definitely sometime this coming week because there's so much going on.
Yeah.
Just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
You could just see me like, oh shit, this dude is like, you know what I mean, gaming. If I'm gaming, I'm gonna play AEW, you know, go back on that road to being elite with Hardcore Hobbs. Hardcore Hobbs.
Somewhere on Sandman's PS5, Hobbs is still eating.
So King Leo said, I'll keep y'all posted. I still want to stream. I bought my gear, just looking for a location. Got you.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh yeah, WWID now? You over there with Izzy and them?
Mm-hmm. But don't forget too, King Leo. Don't forget as well that you know, post-Mania Raw and post-Mania SmackDown, like, you know, those used to be things. So if for whatever reason, if the stream doesn't work for Mania, you could always do one for post-Mania Raw. People pull up for those too.
Yeah.
There you go.
We all will. Because that's what Vegas play. Okay.
You glitching up like crazy, but it's all good though. We about to get up out of here anyway. We got a long weekend. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the Hall of Fame, and I'll see y'all bums this weekend, B, for WrestleMania, nigga.
Yes, sir.
Yo, you already know the vibes. I appreciate all y'all for pulling up. King Leo, you already know what Anubis, Ballet, Tati Taker, my dude Blaze, Josh, what the do though? Where you at? Know what I mean? My dude Dynasty, my dude Coked Out Sean, aka King Eric. Make sure you tap into Off the Cuff Radio. All of y'all, we appreciate you all. And for the new subbies out there, appreciate the subs. Appreciate the new subs. For y'all new subs, like I said, we're gonna be here all weekend, B. We're gonna be covering WrestleMania. We're gonna be cracking out jokes. We're gonna be talking our ish. Pull up in the chat, hit that thumbs up, and whoever did a sub, make sure you do. Every Tuesday and Friday, we go live, 9 p.m. Eastern. Have a fantastic weekend and enjoy your Easter. If you don't pull up, man, you better pull up this weekend. The fuck. Anyways, you know what? Play some music real quick. Why not? Gotta get it right, buddy. I'm gonna play TKO shit. Word. We out here, B.
Yeah, TKO. Let me know, say I chill. Yo, CJ. That boy chill. Yo, T Breezy. What we say? Let's go. Get y'all easy. Yeah.
I'm looking at you from a distance. Got you on my mind, baby girl, please listen. See you over there hanging with your bestie. I can see your halo, shorty, come bless me. She got a waistline like water, so hot, made me wanna give you a daughter. Damn shorty, you know what you doing. It's a win-win, ain't no way we losing. So fly from your head to your toes, ride or die for sure. It's all about you, I don't play no games. I don't waste time calling you my lady. I like her, I like you too. Bring it back, I'ma make it do what it do. Send it my way, girl, whatever you like. Looking so good, it feels so good. And you look great, tryna make you mine, oh babe, too late. And you know you're fine, always stay on my mind. Tell me you're gon' fight for me like I will for you. I better show you my love, it's so real and true. I won't waste your time, no. I'm on your body for sure.
Yep, on your body like cocoa butter. Your body wet up like you, they inna the shower. Ever fresh, ever clean, girl, you not sour. I've sitting for you long like Eiffel Tower. Take out my camera, video inna the hotel room of Canada. Put you on me Snapchat and me Instagram. Me no care where your man say. Me no give a damn car, you have the attention. Bad girl like you deserve a detention. Want take sitting and chubby in your center. Matter of fact, where you appearing for. Forward of my place up at Washington DC, turn you from a side chick into a wifey. Black president, make everything nice, E. You the baddest chick, yeah, that I see.
And when you're moving, and you look great, tryna make you mine, oh babe, too late. And you know you're fine, always stay on my mind. Tell me you gon' fight for me like I will for you. How that show you my love, it's so real and true. I won't waste your time, no. I'm on your body for sure. I'm on your body for sure. I'm on your body for sure.
Feel the explosion, burn from fire. I'ma lose it when I tell that nigga turn it up. Nobody in here have an empty cup. Better run and escape and go pray. I'm a human